Hi,
Craig.
Craig.
Warning, this episode contains Australians. Some content may be alarming to some listeners, including jokes about homophobia, jokes about racism, jokes about sexual content, and a lot of swearing. Please note, these jokes are made by queer people, people of colour, and people who have known those people for over a decade. Actual hate will not be tolerated. Also, warning for graphic descriptions of violence, but this is a D&D campaign, so you probably knew that. Not sponsored by Queensland Government Australia, terms and conditions may apply.
We find ourselves in a land you may know well, Faerun, a realm of monsters and magic, a realm of human lands on the surface, dwarven kingdoms deep below, and strange cities deeper still in the dreaded Underdark. Adventurers from the Guild of Ravana have uncovered a nationwide, years-long, body-stealing threat. It seeps from the caverns beneath their homes, and they must seek it out. This is Records of Ravana, The Depths.
You okay?
He's getting there.
Hi, Craig.
Good. I can't even today, Craig.
Guten Tag.
That's right. Hello, Craig.
Hi,
Hello,
Craig.
What is the mind bomb in other items?
What? Nothing.
Okay, I guess I don't even know about that one.
I have mind bombs. I totally didn't hand. Oh, did we hand
Is
those
that
out,
that
actually?
spear that you guys were holding?
Huh? No. You don't get to know that. I believe I have 5 mind bombs on me, but I don't think you would have those at the moment.
Man, forgot those existed.
Yeah, because I'm waiting for a good chance to use them.
On what?
You'll see.
I feel like
Babe, can you hold up? I'll be back.
I feel like the longer into the campaign you wait to use the fucking 2d12 damage items, the less useful they get.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
Jane,
okay.
if I throw an entire bag of them at someone, and then they go off, I have a fireball.
I'm also thinking the other thing is like the longer he waits, the more likely you are to forget, and then he can just throw them and throw them when you least expect them.
No, the funny thing is it's a fucking intelligence saving throw. So that's why I wasn't using it on fucking anything last time. I'm like, I have no idea what the stats are like. I would imagine that
Okay.
It's
things
a really low intelligence save as well. It's only a DC 13.
Where's
Yeah.
my fuel?
So
So,
I'm like, look,
You got to impose disadvantage somehow.
perhaps.
Or throw it at most things that aren't Mind Flayer related.
But does it
Yeah.
affect creatures that have an
Actually-
intelligence less than 6?
Actually, to be fair,
It does.
I could have probably thrown them at like the displacer beast, stuff like that. But
Okay,
actually,
let's
Jake does
go.
make a good point that I can now just hit things way more times than I can with these bombs. But it's still funny.
It's still pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't given anyone any crazy broken items and forgotten about them.
What about the shield?
Yes.
Yeah,
What? That shield wasn't too broken, and it got revised.
It got nerfed!
It was broken and it got
The meta,
revised.
the meta got changed.
Someone changed the season.
Are the patch notes here? Fuck.
we got a new expansion, and we unlocked a whole new area. The devs nerfed all of our equipment.
That's
Get
how
to
you keep power creep in check. You just nerf everything and then you release new stuff. That's
Hey
better.
guys, have you
Guys,
been keeping
design.
count of how much rations you guys have?
No.
Are we getting to this game?
I mean, largely
Also,
speaking, so far, each time you guys have rested, you have sorted something out for food,
Yeah.
like mushroom stews and whatnot. So I'd say I'm not too worried about your rations right now.
Well, I don't
Babes.
need to worry about rations in general. Or
Hmm.
breathing.
I do believe we ripped them off. I do believe we were given some rations though.
Yeah.
Okay. So who wants to go next then?
Did we actually recap for Zach?
Right.
No
Yes,
one's
yes,
done a
yes.
recap yet. I took
Okay.
back off.
Okay. Craig, now that you're here, Jaden's brain has been fried. Like he's been studying, so it's like literally someone unscrewed his skull, took out the brain, chucked it in a deep fryer for a little while, crisped it up. Now they're
Gotcha.
casually eating on it.
No, I see.
Shut the fuck up. That wasn't for you. That was for Craig. Whoa, back off, bro.
Now here's a question: what they used to crumb him?
It was more like a beer batter.
Okay. No panko.
Okay, so recap.
Yes.
Last time.
All right. So, do you want me to do the recap?
You go. You're talking, King.
I'm looking. I'm going. Okay. So it was a pretty chill session. We spent most of the time just getting to Lustra. So we're now in the main city of Lustra. We went through. Nothing really exciting happened at the front gate, other than guards being really surprised by a carriage that was bigger on the inside, which was funny.
Okay.
Um,
Wait, we stuck wheels to the mini house that we were given, and we made a carriage out of it.
It was.
Yes.
It was.
Always
it was a
had
carriage.
wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had wheels from the start.
Oh, I thought it was just like
We got a caravan.
I thought it was like one of those Kame House pills, where like not Kame House, the little dome things.
Capsule Corp.
Yeah, Capsule Corp, and you just chuck it, boom, there's a house. I didn't realize it had wheels. Okay, cool.
And then it was a short session, so after we had done all that, it was like some short. We went
shopping.
we went to an inn, but I did not actually write down the name of the inn. Wait, hold on. No, that's a different place.
I wrote the
So if
name
anyone-
of the whole house.
That seems like you.
Yep.
I mean, actually same though, but I also wrote down the blacksmith you guys went to.
Vilethorn
Silver-
Blossom is the name of the inn.
Thorn Blossom.
Yeah,
and
the
then-
blacksmith we went to was the Silver Tongue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
Oh,
like
and-
a
sounds
middle
like
of the
a
range
loss.
inn. It's away from the rowdy crowds, but it's not like super luscious.
And then the fucking
Perfect
whorehouse
tourist
is Miyamoto.
That is so wildly incorrect. I'm almost tempted not to correct you.
What did he say?
But if anyone wants to know, that's what it's actually called. The
Oh,
Miyamoto.
oh, okay. Wait, I wrote that down, but I did not.
I
write
thought he
it
said
down.
My Immortal, like the fucking fan fiction.
No.
Oh my
God.
god, what is that? I haven't thought about that in forever.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the fuck is he on about?
So we go into the inn, we get our rooms. We have a very scary moment where Nick role plays Throdgar correctly, and it's upsetting.
What was it? We were talking to the tavern keep, like the innkeeper, and they're like, "Oh yes, no, we don't deal with any of the rabble." And one of us is like, "Oh yeah, like what is like?" It's like something about the resistance, and it's like, "Oh, you want to avoid these parts of towns?" And as Throdgar went, "Do you know where we might go to avoid such people?" Like some bullshit like that. It was very. Everyone's like, "No," and I'm like, "It's what he would have done."
And then we narrowly managed to get out of that situation, without looking like we are part of the resistance. I think, hopefully. And then we kind of
Which is
just
really
split
funny
off.
because you guys are not, and yet are viciously battling being discovered to be resistance.
Yes,
members.
it's very difficult.
You have no relation except for that one thing that you did.
I would like to join the resistance, but if we keep pretending to be the resistance, I don't think it's happening. Anyway,
Are you guys that desperate to get back to my campaign that you fucking
Nya.
hey, I wasn't a part of it, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's
I
fair.
had to wave. And then we just kind of all separated to do a bunch of stuff. Sharia and Throdgar
Throdgar?
went to the Silver Tongue in order to
Oh my
just look at
God.
blacksmithing.
Yeah.
We determined that Furno would probably want to go to one of the two museums. We thought it would be the wildlife museum that you'd want to go to, but you are able to be like, actually, I don't want to do that.
What's the other museum?
I just called it the Old Gem Museum.
Okay.
Which has some stuff that's about like it has some old archaeological stuff. So Sharia might want to go there to like look up some stuff about Warforged and stuff like that. And Kale is also going to now I need to get all the names again because now I've forgotten
Taran.
who's been forward.
Taran.
Taran, thank you. I know it's a T name.
They're all T names.
Yeah, I know.
Can we call you Tungeon Taster now?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't have to remember that shit.
What about Fungin Faster?
You're on thin ice, young man.
And then Theo is skulking through the back streets just to get a feel of the city while going to the
Cool.
guard post, just to like see about bounty and stuff, because we kind of need money because we spend it a lot, and several party members are now like very close to being like they're financially in debt. Yeah, they're financially dependent on
me.
yeah, and
The party is
like-
getting Tom Nooked by Thrawn.
but like it
Well,
anymore
I
and
charge interest.
yeah, anymore and their lives will be sold to Thrawn, which like
Hey,
might be
whoa,
fine.
I don't support slavery, but if it gets me my money back,
There's a difference between slavery and not having enough money for the bank.
So
And-
indentured servitude.
Yeah, and that's legal.
I believe in the justice system.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to have slaves.
The
so-
18
What is this? Just
Oh, like 1600s. I thought it's further. Anyhow,
Um,
all right. I
anyway,
think I've
that's all
got the
that-
gist.
That's all
He
that.
Lovely.
believes in the modern prison system of America. Come now. That's not.
like how California hires prisoners to not even hire them, just get them to do firefighting for them.
All right. What I will do, I would like to go to the Gem Museum then, or is it called Or Gem? Not as in, or the other museum is a Gem Museum.
In my notes, one of them is the Wildlife Museum, which I think is all about fauna, like
Yes.
local fauna and stuff like that. And then the Old Gem Museum is essentially just an archaeological museum.
Yeah, no. We're gonna go there. Let's do that.
We thought it would be one of the
Okay.
two. We just didn't know which one.
Alrighty. So it's once again it's one of the more inwards districts. By the sounds of it, pretty much anything respectable around here is towards the center of the city.
Hmm.
It's a
Filthy
fairly
outringers.
for its surroundings. It's a fairly unimpressive but very visually old building.
Hmm.
It's like it's got the same style architecture, but in general, the actual walls don't seem to have the same quartzish gleam to them that all the others do. It seems very faded and dull. It's
That wasn't here to hear the description of the city, by the way.
No, I'm getting it. Let's just keep
Alright.
going.
one sec.
Okay. I will say that Ferno feels somewhat at home in a sense. It's kind of nice to be amongst dusty old places.
He's
Ah,
a guild
that's your
chaser.
mom. Yeah.
Anyways,
What?
It's all the jokes. What is
Forgive my frequent interruptions. My nose is currently in a state of like not runny, but like a couple drops
Enough.
constantly. That's annoying me. So, anyways, but yeah, so it's like it's probably about the most human-looking building in an elvish city.
Hmm.
It's like it's rustic.
Hmm.
It's large, but it's rustic and looks less impressive next to all the fucking sparkling quartz
Hmm.
around the place. When you head in through the doors, which I'm assuming is what you're doing,
Mm.
the place is empty. Not as in like there's nothing in there, but like there's no body in there at first glance. There's a little ding 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 as you walk through, and
Ding, ding,
the
ding, ding,
bell
ding,
on the
ding.
door goes off.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's you look around, the place seems to be there's signage and everything around the place that points in different directions. You can see signs pointing towards more fossils. You can see signs pointing towards the crystalline matters. You've we'll go with that. You've got a couple different signs pointing to different kind of archaeological ideas at the moment. From the main start, you can see that there's gems and minerals. You can see that there's fossils. You can see that there's relics are probably the main things that stand out to you.
Mm. Let's
You can
go.
also see there's somewhat of a history section as well.
Okay.
That's in the same
Oh, no.
direction as the relics.
Is it general history just about everything that's in the museum, or is it like history just of the relics?
It's just a sign pointing you in that direction for now.
Okay.
Ben's like, let me boot it up and let me find out.
Let's go down to have a bit of a read just generally about the history. Ferno goes to skim more about the gems specifically.
So as you walk along, it's very classic museum kind of layout where it's like each display sort of has a little what's the fucking word I'm looking for?
Plaque?
Like the name, yeah, plaque, that's the word.
Yeah.
Has a
Bless
little
you.
plaque with a little more information. You go through and you can find that there are a bunch of different materials and minerals, most of which are somewhat familiar to you. Like, you know, you've got different kinds of rocks which you're vaguely familiar about, but it's not like you were ever a big study on rocks and stuff like that.
Not more
You've
than would
got-
have been material dispels, of course.
Yeah,
You're no geologist.
It's like some things that are notable is there seems to be an exhibit on cold steel, which is a material obviously native to Ravana and that region, as you would know. So you could probably glean that it's not something that's really common down here, whereas there's no real sign of things like mithril, for example. There is a display on Nemite, a material that you've never seen before because, well, that you don't know about until now because of you weren't at the blacksmiths where the others learnt about it.
That's fine.
But there is an exhibit. It seems to be of a natural outcrop of it that appears to be, well, it looks like almost a, what's the word I described it as? It's like an almost black kind of purple gem formation.
Right.
That's
no,
like
no, it was
Right between obsidian and an amethyst.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that
like
was it.
obsidian, almost glass-like.
Yeah, it's like it's more crystalline than metal. And you can see that it appears to have formed like a stalactite. Like it is just one kind of conical point growing from the ceiling in the exhibit, and you can see that it does have a little bit of information about it not negating but warping the weave around it, giving it essentially anti-magic properties. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for in this area? It's mostly fairly mundane facts about
Stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
this
Can I
area.
go have a look at the gems? And I will. I don't think I have the spell.
Also, here's a question: why did he not have
Oh.
to pay for entry for the museum?
There was
museum's
No one
are
here
free.
to pay his entry fees.
Yeah.
We discussed
Yeah.
this.
Years have walked
Everyone
in and
was
there was no
gone.
one there when you walked in.
Now they're about to be arrested.
Trespassing.
For fair dodging.
Yeah. Is there? Remind me again. Is there a way just naturally to sense magic in things? Or do you have to specifically cast detect magic, or is it the system that you can sense if something is magical, but to know what property it is, you have to detect magic and get more
You have to
information?
cast identify.
I have to take magic if you'd like.
You could use Arcana to go, does it seem like a magical orb? But like to actually know if something's magic, you'd have to.
Or to
do
like
a
sense
spell.
magic in your vicinity sort of thing would be a detect magic matter.
Yeah, it'd be like if you saw a rune on the floor it might actually be a rune that's going to explode. With Arcana, you can go, this seems similar to this thing I read about. It might explode. But Detect Magic, you go, holy shit, that's this kind of magic. It's gonna explode if I touch it.
Too easy. All
Well,
right,
you just
I
know the tool, but not anything else.
Yeah. Anyway, yes.
I cast Detect Magic, and I go and have a look at the gems.
Okay. Is Detect Magic one that you can ritual cast?
It's divination. It doesn't say. It
you
just says
can,
one
yeah.
action.
Here's a question: are they going to allow him to just make a mess on the floor?
Make a mess. What?
You don't even.
Set up
this-
the thing to do it. But no, you should. It is
Yeah.
a ritual cast if you need to.
That just means it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, you can. If you want to use the spell slot, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm happy to wait. So what's the concern? There's nothing in the spell that says I physically have to draw on anything, so it would be defiling.
So, Detect Magic is a ritual spell, which means that you can essentially spend an extra 10 minutes on top of the casting time to set up a ritual to cast it without using a spell slot.
Yeah.
Would we be in a rush particularly?
No,
It's up to you.
I go back to the main foyer to see if anyone's around and kind of just do a peek back and forth.
Okay. As you go back to take a quick peek, you do notice there is a very ancient-looking drow man. Like, for an elf, he looks like a doddering, hunched-over old man. He's kind of wandering around. He's very slow. He's wandering around the area near the entrance. He's physically looking for someone, and as he spots you, he sort of readjusts a tiny little pair of spectacles as he looks over. He's like, I thought my ears deceived me. I don't get many visitors in this place.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, it's
Who?
me.
Luke King.
What's up?
Long story short, I got a question whether or not a type of two museums I've gone to. I've picked the one that's about like gems and just like
Facts.
other rocks, and I'm forgetting the word for it, but rock stuff.
Fossils.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll do.
I told him you can do anything. Like, there's all these things you can do in the city, but you have to go to one of these two museums we decided for you. It is okay.
I think I actually like that how it works in. I've walked down to learn about some of the history. Nothing super important's happened yet besides learning about the Nemite, and now I've ran into an old Nemonite, sorry, and now I've ran into
Nemite.
Oh, good. Fuck you, Zach. Sorry, I should probably preface. I've just been really like annoyed at a ton of things today. You guys aren't being annoying. But if I come off a little snappy, let me know.
Sounds like you need to play some Overwatch later.
No, that didn't help, Matt. Before I went and got dinner, Matt briefly hopped on for a game, and I was very unhappy with him. Not with him directly, but just Overwatch in general. Anywho,
He's toxic.
It was the most toxic I've been in a while.
It's like
Anywho,
playing League of Legends. Goddamn.
Yeah. Now an old drow man has come out and he's like, "Hello, child. Let's continue."
Yes.
Did this fanboy fucker?
What?
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 Did you ask who's
I had none of
fanboy
that, man.
fucker?
Oh, nothing. Just some trauma.
Oh, let's go.
A quick update. Nothing too crazy happened last session. Yous are now in the city of Lustra, which is like a big central hub. Lots of stuff is here. Everyone's kind of split up to do different stuff. Yous have a room at an inn by the name of the Vilethorn Blossom. We figured your character would probably be most interested in going to the blacksmith, which is what we did last session.
You learn about a new kind of ore, like crystalline ore, that is resistant to magic if you're wearing a full suit of it. Like, if you're wearing like a full set of armor of it, you basically gain resistance to magic. I did, on your behalf, make Throdgar ask about hint at the resistance. Everyone's like, "Oh fuck!" I'm like, "It's what he would do," and we all agreed on that. But
You're currently with Trier.
yeah,
There are essentially bounty boards and guards barracks that you can get work from in hunting the resistance.
Gotcha.
So where's with Ferno?
But right now, Taryn and Ferno
sorry,
are
Karen, yeah, that's right.
in an old archaeology museum.
Wait, Taryn's with me? I thought no one was with me. I thought this
No,
was just...
no.
Oh.
Taryn was with you, right?
No?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't realize you were there. I would have actually spoken to you and like said some things about what I was potentially interested in doing. Okay, anywho, let's deal with this.
He's just that much of a bookworm.
You turn to him like, "Oh my god, I didn't even know you were here. Let's chat." And he's like, "Don't talk to me."
You're not a cool kid like me.
All right, what does the drow say about Taryn then?
He's just vaguely greeted you at the time for the time being.
Is there any like specific greetings or like cultural things we know, or is it pretty general? And I'm just like,
I do not like high elves.
Generally, a wave shot, like what you've picked up so far, is people tend to greet each other with showing their mark essentially.
oh, okay. And I've got one of those, don't I?
Yeah,
I
so
like.
We did that before we got in the city. I don't think we need to do it at the moment. But
All right, not a stress. I like wave, but you see Ferno reach his hand all the way up to his face, just to because he knows Drows and High Elves are not going to have a fun time, so he kind of does that, and he, as respectfully and also awkwardly as he can, walks straight to the gem section. And he says Taryn, and he turns to Taryn. And he's like, "This way."
just avoids the doddering old man.
I love that he's like, "Oh, I believe I have a guest." And you're like, "Awkward wave, walk away from him."
So you try to get away from paying the fare now?
Oh no, that wasn't even the intention. Was there signs that I had to pay a fare in the front? You didn't mention anything about it.
There were no signs that you saw, no.
Okay. Actually,
as you walk away to the next section, you can hear him in the background as he very slowly kind of dodders along behind you. It's like, is there anything I can help you with?
I want to turn back around
Keep
to this.
walking.
Don't mind my young companion. He's just awfully shy.
As I hear Taryn saying that sentence, I keep going. Like I hear him start it, and I'm like, he's going to save me, and I just keep walking.
Oh, of course.
You seem to be quite a...
I'm not well practiced with people either myself.
That's quite all right.
If
Taryn, a pleasure to meet you. You seem to be a well-wizened man. Perhaps you could help me with just general knowledge of this place. I'm a bit of a tourist. First time here, I must say.
you certainly don't look like you're from around here.
Once I'm out of
It is
earshot of
my
this,
only visits in years are a Wagner.
sorry, just to add, once I'm out of earshot and I know I'm not being looked at, I start ritually casting detect magic.
You gotta distract him for 10 minutes.
No, you don't. I didn't tell this
Oh
to...
man, I'll keep him talking. It'll be good.
I was going to say, this old man's already been talking for 3.5 just to get that one fucking sentence out. This old man's gone full Joe Biden.
Do you like ice cream? I like ice cream.
What are you doing here? I know you. Anyways.
An eldritch blast will blow out the lungs out of the body.
General knowledge about the place? You mean the museum? General
Really,
is
you
a
must have...
very general term.
Fuck, he's got you there.
Hey, that's quite fair, actually. Perhaps you could walk me through some of the displays, you know?
Swear to God, if
yeah.
he chooses gems. Oh my fucking God, if he chooses gems. Just sees me.
Of course, you're
So,
already
you just
in
play it
the
off cool.
ores section. We've got the gems over there as well. Why don't we start here?
Oh my God. Okay, does Ferno hear them walking down?
He's starting in the ores for the time being.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. We're good.
So,
Yeah.
We're good.
we've got many collections of various stones. We've got these are volcanic stones. Very rare down here. We
I
don't
was going
have
to say I
much.
wasn't quite aware there were many of these in this area.
No, these were excavated ancient stones. They were from the surface back before our exile. I've looked after them a long time since then.
Is he saying he's as old as the exile? Good damn.
Yeah. I'm
Mm.
just looking at it and I'm like,
It is a very old man. Oh, we have more of. In the time since we've come here, we've found very interesting rock formations, including over here. These are almost living in nature, perhaps comparable to fungi, as you would know. Of course, the crown jewel of all that we found down here would be the nemite that grows from the ceiling.
Interesting.
Also, if your plan is just to keep him talking for a while, I'm probably running out of ideas of a doddering old man talking about rocks. So we'll say he
we
keeps
can
going.
just assume it's
Now,
happening in the
here's a
background.
question.
Yes.
Would Taran take psychic damage from how boring this story?
Oh my
No,
I cannot.
It
I
honestly
cannot
actually
stress.
seems pretty interesting. I'm
Actually,
not gonna
yeah, that's
lie.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was actually enjoying it too. I've got to admit.
Yeah, same.
It
Like,
was like,
depending on how the roleplay goes with that.
Yeah,
I will-
Jaden, you're not allowed to stop. I'm nearly there.
can you stop edging in my D&D, please?
Alrighty. It's definitely more than 10 minutes before he's finished going through all of the different rocks, though. So we'll say you get it set up, and I'm going to assume that you hurriedly clean up the ritual markings.
Yes.
Talk about the striations. I want to hear.
Stop.
I want to, the strata of the rocks, that good shit.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
the Ferris content.
Gotta really lean back into my fucking year 8 geology class knowledge.
Yeah, Jaden, if
Oh.
you don't do it now, when will you ever use it?
They said this would never be helpful in the future.
Hey, I'm getting use out of my degree right
yes.
here.
What is your degree?
History and archaeology.
Yeah, fair.
Fuck, maybe I should have just gotten Harrison to fucking
Yeah.
Anyways. But yeah, so you get the spell off, you start sensing around the area around you. What's the range of it? It's 30 feet. Yeah, you're in the next
Yeah.
room. You'd be able to sense things in the next room. There's nothing of particular note magical that you can detect within the room you're in or any of the adjacent rooms. The only thing that does really stand out is that the Nemite
Mm.
doesn't show up at all. Like it's like a dark spot on the area, obviously the anti-magic at play.
Anti-magic, yep.
But that's more or less the only notable magical anomaly in your vicinity.
Okay. All right. Well, I kind of briefly have a look over the gems and make sure I just walk through all of that exhibit, and if nothing else interesting pops up, I have a quick look, just make sure everything at the ritual site's cleaned up, and then I go back and find. Oh, actually, that's kind of weird if I walk back in, isn't it? I
Social faux pas.
Go
Don't
on
wanna just-
self-guided tour, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you walk back in and he's like, "Oh, hello, young man. What can I help you?" And you're like, "We're done here."
If he says hello again and pretends I'm a new person, I'm like just gonna act dementia and I'm like, hello, just like give him a whole different outcome. I actually, with all that being done, I like shout out, Karen, I'll meet you at the front. I've had a good look at everything. Thank you. And then I walk out. I actually leave it like how it sounds, like I just did it then. Thank you. But in the tone, you can hear that he's trying to think of the guy's name, but he didn't look at it enough. So it just sounds really like flat and awkward. And then he walks back out the front.
Also, somehow, I was about to make fun of you to be like, oh, yeah, lol, you went to this museum and you were like, rocks and gems, and then fucked off and left the rest of it. And it just occurred to me why you only care about the gems
Yes.
and the detect magic.
Yeah.
All right. I'm the DM, but I've only just caught up with my own plot threads.
Should I make that more clear? Did you want to replay that? For those
I'm
who,
assuming you're searching for stones of Karsus.
yes,
To see
that
if
is,
they would happen to have any of those.
yes.
Which are basically the Infinity Stones that Zach is, that Ferno is
The
collecting.
Infinity Stones, eh?
That only he can use with his special gauntlet.
So if I pick up a random rock and find it, he has
Was
to
it made
explain
by
to
an
me what
ancient
it
dwarf?
Wait, we need to get someone to enchant a normal stone, so he thinks that it's one of
Can
his
we just
magic
enchant
rocks.
normal stone with that light spell? So like every time I like close my fist, it just lights up. It's just that's all it is. All right,
Oh,
yeah.
yes, does anything change if Jaden you now apply your plot thread to?
No, there was nothing in there.
That's fair
Oh,
enough. That's fair enough.
That's bullshit. You should rebel against the DM.
Yeah. I wait outside the front for Tarrant. I would like to roleplay a little bit and ask him a question at the end as well, and then I'm happy to swap over to another POV.
Okay.
How long does this guided tour go for, Jaden? How long is he waiting outside?
How long are you willing? Like, are you going through the entirety of the place?
I'm in deep already. Like, he's got to keep going now, I think.
Okay. Well, he takes you through the fucking
Berno looks like a kid waiting for his
ores,
parents to
then
pick him up
the
after soccer
gems.
practice.
Then he takes you over to the fossil museum. There probably are a couple interesting things in the fossil displays. Probably the one that stands out to you the most is one that he tells you came from Malota, in that it's not actually an ancient fossil, but a calcified. Fuck, hang on, let me find the name of it.
We're really forcing Jaden to use his brain on this one.
Something they've come to know as a neothelid.
Yeah.
It's essentially died and, well, calcified, and they have its body from back before they lost access to Malota when it got overrun with them.
I so badly
It's it looks like a giant kind of horrible worm kind of thing with, instead of a mouth, it's
Like
got a
Dune
mouth,
popcorn bucket, but uglier.
yeah, it's probably closer to like a graboid looking kind of thing with like the tentacles on the face and all of that.
That's horrifying.
It's
Thanks for that.
about the size of you. It's well worn, but for the most part kept in good condition. He tells you that it's an adolescent specimen, and
Then
that
we'll legal
the
age.
reason they lost contact with Milota was because they kept growing past that, and at about the point that they were twice the size, they weren't able to reasonably contain them anymore. And so as such, they've not been in Milota since all that happened, and the place has just been completely inactive as far as they're aware. The relics area, there's like a bunch of old kind of historical artifacts. There's nothing like actually magical in nature or powerful. It's more just symbolic representation, like staves of important people. It's probably the most barren area in the place. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of cultural significance in terms of relics that aren't currently in use. Like, he does mention that it's like, oh yeah, other artifacts that might one day be in the museum are obviously mostly in Noctella at the moment. But yeah, so it's probably about an hour and a half later that you get out to Furno.
Can I
Also,
so
I should add, you have 100% made this man's day.
oh
Nice.
Did he even learn his name at all?
I don't think that's important to this. Don't make Jaden think of another name
Yeah,
on the
no.
spot. Please. His brain's fried enough as it is. The nice old museum man. That was his name.
What if we just come over like, hey, we kind of need some
last
help?
of his family line.
Old enough to
Develop,
be
yeah.
from the exile as well.
when Taryn walks outside, I hand him I've got like a snack for him. Let's just I don't know
You've
what's
gone off to find some food and you've come back because you're
Yeah,
waiting that
You've
long.
got a melted ice cream cone.
I was gonna say that, but I don't think they'd have ice cream this deep, would they?
They don't really have dairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. It's generic deep fried meat. Let's go.
Yeah. I
Hell
got
yeah.
this, and he looks. You see Ferno look down at it, and he's like, and then he just looks back up, and then he just is like, yeah.
Thank you. Like I say, that was quite enjoyable. That man was old as. I don't think you realise. Like,
I look back at him. I'm like, being a high elf and living a really long time makes you think. Like, I think I'm old. I've got to actually
Bro,
check how old I made
when
You
Ferno.
think you're old? You think you're average?
Bro,
I'm like 45. I'm barely older than like a middle-aged human. I'm
I
not
could've
even
sworn
you're
old.
younger than I
Wait.
am, which is
I
funny.
could have sworn
You're
you
a
were in your
child. Wait, you're a child.
Yeah, he is. It's the
It-
funniest shit. He is canonically like one of the youngest members in the party.
Like 4 years old.
yeah, no. It was.
I
It,
imagine
it has been
adolescent at the very least.
it has been a very funny joke so far that it's like, bro, why were you at school? It's like, oh well, I was a magical prodigy. People basically sent their toddler to fucking to university, and then they kicked him out because the toddler was raising the dead.
It's okay. Elf years make no fucking sense, and I hate it.
Let's not talk that I'm 6'2" as well, but that's another thing.
Oh, there's only an inch difference between you and Cherie.
Can I ask you, Taryn, out of character for a moment, did you know I wanted to cast the ritual thing and that's why you did it? Like, we're just
No.
presuming that... Okay, great.
I didn't know what the fuck you're doing.
And alright, then I, in character, say, I thank you for covering for me while I had a little bit of a search to see if there's anything I could add to this hand gauntlet.
More of a glove.
I'd
really.
like to again once point out, I have no idea what's going on with your entire being.
No, and in fact, that was what I was going to ask. I've been thinking about this for a little while. Cherie keeps saying you're a celestial, right?
Yes.
So you, were part of the gods at some point, or at least part of their entourage, so to say. I say this as we're walking back as well to the group, presumably.
Army, but yes.
Right.
Entourage is a bit.
A little demeaning.
He was a flunky.
You
I
wouldn't have
wasn't chauffeuring the gods around. I was battling darkness.
That's
Like-
very cool. Would you? Actually, before I ask that question, DM, I need a couple of background things that I need to ask quickly.
Mhm.
One, would there be any reason for me to connect that? Oh, I guess this is the question of how young I am. Would there be any reason for me to collect a celestial to where Carsus would be dead and whether or not he would have met him at all? And also how old he might have been, whether or not he knows anything about him.
I guess this is family related. So would that be a history check then, Jaden?
Wait,
that's
so what's the exact question? Sorry.
So there's kind of two questions. One, I don't need to necessarily know much about like the divinity side of someone being a celestial, but would I know enough generally about what separates where people go when they die from whether or not celestials would see them?
He wants to know if I know if
Um,
Carsus is dead, I think.
No, I know that I presume Carsus is dead. I just want to know whether or not you would have dealt with him in the past before. Because I've realised I've never really asked much about Furno about what he knows about Carsus.
This can be a patron for
You're
Gulags.
probably more well studied about the planes than others, so I'd say you'd probably be like more familiar with how this stuff works. It's celestial doesn't necessarily mean where you go where you die, but rather there is a plane in which they exist. To some extent, souls can often go to planes where you may find celestials. They can also go to the hells. They can also go to the abyss. There's a lot of religious hoo-ha about where the souls end up. So it's like, it could be reasonable to connect that a celestial might know something about Carsus, but also a given celestial knowing something about a given soul, largely they're not exactly omniscient.
You're literally doing the thing of, oh my god, you know Margaret from Canada? I know a Margaret from Canada. Do you know?
Let's get a bit closer then. How long
Furno's
have
trying to come
you
up with this in the background. Taryn's just like war stories.
Have I given him Vietnam flashbacks as we're walking down the street in the Underdark? Or
So did you know that when you have a large grouping of certain individuals, so with your demonic style people, is the correct term, they can actually change their surroundings. So if we ever make it to, the lower planes, there's actually like this really, really nice garden because that's where the Celestial Army's furthest most outpost is in dealing with all that. It's very lovely. Don't go outside of there, though.
See, and you thought that fucking Throdgar wanted me to go to the Fauna Museum. If I'm going to go to any Fauna Museum, I want to go to that one.
It's not a museum, but that's okay.
No, it's fine.
It's a garden.
We're close enough. The comparison is made.
Fucking
And the
photo
Taryn's
rocks
also
up
like,
at this fucking deep in enemy territory forward outpost.
this
get a tour
palm
around
tree.
the place.
This
I've
palm
never
tree looks
seen any
so
of
good.
this before.
But
yes.
How long have you been in existence, Taryn?
Take him to dinner first. Fuck.
That's not important. So I said that. It's quite rude to ask that. That's why I didn't ask the elf his age. Even though he mentioned being alive before his people got banished here, which is anyway.
Yeah, it's also why I moved on forward, because I don't think he'd like to see me.
Because he's a racist.
Hey, I'll go fight that man for my title.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to not have these people hate you. We'll just go roll you in some mud for a bit and let it stain your skin. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Sorry, out of character, we're just advocating for blackface.
Correct.
I just need a moment to process that.
Hey guys, who's going to be doing the comic of this?
Sorry, we're not just saying do blackface. We're saying do blackface, then go walk around in a black neighborhood.
And they try and hang out with the veterans.
Anyway.
Furno, I may not have particular privilege of, or not privilege. Sorry, I may not have particular enjoyment of my privilege in past, especially with my lineage.
Check your privilege.
Checking his privilege. I
I
mean,
am sorry. The other part I'm trying to
have a
figure out
disguise
is
kit.
whether
I
or not
could make
it's
you
worth it.
look like a drow if you wanted to. You know, bypass all the racism.
How do you do that? Do you have one of the spells? I presume I just ask him, do you have the whatever the fuck it's called?
Disguise self.
No, I just told you I have a disguise kit. We can literally do.
You're like asking all these questions. He's like, bro, no, shut the fuck up. Listen to me. I can just make you look like that.
You see Ferno give like a really nasty look of like it's one that like it's so complex
Ferno's a
in a sense.
racist. He doesn't want to have black skin.
And he goes, maybe we'll just keep that in our back pocket. Listen,
Ferno's a racist. Confirmed.
there's something I wanted to ask you, and
Can I
you
please just
probably understand. Yes.
Was Terrence playing blackface?
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
went over that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're purple.
I just want to confirm that that's what happened. Okay.
They're purple black.
Go
Someone
along.
make a note on Craig so that Maddie can clip this.
Oh my god.
You know,
Anyway.
I'll be honest, I feel like rubbing mud on your face to blend in with the drow is like rubbing soot, like ash. You know, like a grey ash on your face to blend
I don't have
in.
permission to manage the things.
Listen, there's something I wanted to ask you specifically about as a person who's had experience, so to say. And I do, you see me, so where the gauntlet glove is, I've wrapped the gem up around it, and you see Ferno grab, I'll go left hand, and you see him pull it up. Now, the wrapping is such a way that it's wrapped around the glove. If you're looking at it as you look at your own hand top down, you don't see the gem, but when I put my open palm up, it's there on that part of the forearm, and I show him the Karsus gem, and I ask, is there anything you can tell me about Karsus? If you know anything, and I don't expect you to. And as I've done that, and he looks at it, I pretty much pull my sleeve straight up and keep walking.
Well, Jen, do I know anything about Karsus? Would you like me to roll?
I love
Look,
like
give me
your
a
brain
history
doesn't
roll.
work.
History. I'm kind of good at those, I think. Yeah, I'm all right.
And this, Maddie's been talking a lot about the role playing stuff with me, and I've gone into some detail about some of the things I wanted to do more with Ferno, and one is that I want to learn more about Karsus. So this is where we're going for a little bit.
No, I like that. I think this is interesting. It's like a new direction to look in.
So, a 12. You are aware generally that Karsus is essentially the greatest wizard that ever existed. Back during the Ancient War, he was the one that brought about the end of it when he possessed the god of magic and inadvertently turned magic off for the entire world, which really sucked because the humans were on magically floating islands, the dwarves were in magically held up caverns, and the elves were in magic trees. So as it turns out, turning off magic kind of fucked everyone's day. You don't really know a whole lot more about him other than what basically literally everyone almost would know about him.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is the presumption? Sorry, you're still thinking of your response?
A little bit.
That's okay.
Well, I mean, what I know of Karsus, I mean, that's a bit of a sensitive topic considering, you know, everything that had occurred. You know, when he stopped the magic and everything. But not much more than that. Not a situation I dealt with. I mean, you're probably better off asking Sharia that one. He was at least alive during all that.
Is that true? Sorry, fact check.
Oh yeah,
Correct.
yeah,
That is
sure.
where the Warforged came from.
Holy shit! Okay.
during the ancient war.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Not
You're asking a war vet that's like, oh shit, all right, go to this guy. He was in this war.
You're like, he was in Vietnam? What the fuck?
Do you know anything
He
about
was from
Kennedy?
World War II. Yeah, I was in Vietnam.
But yes.
Yeah, he's like Sharir's like Vietnam, World War II, Korea War sort of stuff. Taran's like the War on Terror type of soldier. Like that's how he's really good. Yeah, fighting demons and shit.
So funny. All right. Is that your response?
Yeah.
Okay. No. You see, sort of as you go through it, you see Ferno like he makes a thinking face at you whilst you're doing it, and then he like sighs. It's a little bit of relief, but it's also a little bit of a sadness that there's not more there. Have I seen Taran be a physical person, like with emotions generally?
Wow.
I mean, it's a
Backlining your
celestial.
friends
Think
now.
about it.
So you're saying emotional? Like, have you seen him be like an emotional kind of guy? Is that
Well, because
Expressive.
you see Ferno. If yes, you see Ferno reach my arm. I presume you're on my left side as we're having this conversation. I reach over to your shoulder, and I'm like, I thank you for that. I needed to ask that question. My soul is a little bit happier. And then that's
Okay.
where I bookend that.
You wish to bookend this, but why do you wish to know about castles? I mean, it's kind of well known what he did. I don't need to understand why you'd want to know more from that.
Sometimes you wonder who's telling the stories.
I
And
mean,
why the
Sounds
other
like
part
Victor, clearly.
the other part is
Who's this Victor guy? Where do we find him?
is Victor Carsus's long lost brother. Confirmed. And sometimes when your house or your legacy is all that you're seen and known by, you just want to find out a bit more about it.
maybe next time your ancestors shouldn't drop magical floating cities from the sky.
You know,
Don't do that in the future, and it'll be fine.
You get the classic white person response to colonization. Well, it wasn't me directly.
Sins of the father much?
Yeah, sins of the father. No, Ferno actually is like, you see him sort of like wince at the comment, but also then like it softens in his face, and he's like, he kind of looks away, and he's like, yeah.
Don't nuke us and we can be great friends. TLDR.
The bar is in hell.
Don't nuke us, we can still be great friends. It worked for the Japanese.
Ugh.
I can say that.
You can, but I didn't say, oh my god, what are you doing? But still, that's harsh.
All right.
Apparently
Cal, are you happy with our
great friends
little
after the nuke.
side adventure there?
Yeah, that was
All right.
fun. Taran learned far more than Ferno did, I can tell you that much.
Ferno went there with a little more of an agenda, I suppose. He
Next
was
time
On our way
interested in
back
learning.
to the inn,
Next time
Taran
ask
is going
about
to give Ferno the guided tour he missed. And he's going to talk about the Lustra.
For the entire trip.
Ferno at first is really unenthused, and then as you keep going, I start actively asking questions.
He gets sucked into it.
Yeah, I do.
Also, we're not going to Milton anytime in the future. Just, if anyone thinks that's a good idea, it's not.
Wait,
To where?
If that's why, I'm going to go show them the terrifying worm calcified rock thing in there.
You mean
It's
Oh.
apparently a
Not
young one.
Milton, Miloda.
My loader.
Oh, my loader.
I'm like,
Which
who the
is
fuck's
this
I
Milton?
have the
place
right
that
city
you
written
saw
down.
No one
Is
wants to go to
Milton
Milton
Victor's
Station.
long lost brother?
No, Milton was
I know what you mean. It's
the
all good.
Scarecrow Hamlet.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Hey, I have my loader written down. I just said the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, that
cool. So-
was the place that you saw, well, that Theodore saw from the cliff. That was like a structure that was completely abandoned.
I know I didn't
Yes.
take any damage, but I did almost die there.
and I have some additional information about Melota that no one else does.
Yeah, Warframe.
But yeah, but
What
yeah, is
information
that
is that?
about that's where the Warforged were made?
Ah, yes. I mean, technically, Sharia
No,
would be.
no one's
Korea-
told me.
No,
He-
I've specifically not told Sharia.
He'd
But-
recognize it if he was in there. He probably doesn't know it by name, though.
Yeah, I'm just
Sharia, this is home. Giant fucking garboid shows up behind him.
Okay, bye.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Sharia.
But
And
yes,
so I believe
I was.
Ron and Theo, or was it both of you separate?
We were separate. Theo was going to the guard tower things. I was going to go look at the museums.
Okay, we'll probably
No,
do...
at the library. Sorry.
The law.
Okay, we'll probably do Guard Tower last.
Incredible. The moneymaker last.
The
moneymaker.
library is actually a little more popular. It's built right next to what appears to be some form of college. Like, it's not quite on campus, but it's like right next to campus, and it might as well be. There's like no fence or anything between them. It's just across the street, essentially. There's a lot of essentially scholarly dressed people wandering around the place. There's no like greeting or anything as you walk in. There's pretty standard thoroughfare.
Okay. Cool. Is there like a directory or something, like a big book at the front that has where all the different like sections and kind of stuff will be? Like something that I can use to narrow down my searches.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a bit of signage about the place. Each aisle essentially has signs that say what's down there.
I suppose the main things I'm looking for, just so you know, I'm looking for like general history, any like a general history, a book about deities, and then if I can, Thrawn wants to kind of find something relating to spontaneous necromancy.
Okay, so what was the list? History,
So
the gods, spontaneous necromancy.
well, like he wants to find out why that happened to him. He knows that he is a warlock. He knows that he's entered some kind of deal. So he wants to see if
You know you're a warlock at this point.
yes, he wants to see if there's anything that he can find that talks about the kind of powers granted to someone who's in league with like a deity of some kind. But he wants to look up the list of deities here as well, like to know what the people here in the Underdark view as like important deities or like their main deities. And then history to know just like the the broader strokes of what's gone on down here since they've been down here.
Does Thrawn know the difference between clerics and warlocks?
Thrawn's going to ask them about what deities they know about, and they're just going to unfurl a banner that just says "Loth" across it.
Yeah, I gathered that one.
Alrighty. So speaking of which, after a little bit of looking around trying to find anything on religion, you find that religion is essentially included under the banner of history. It's not its own section. You browse through a bunch of the books, looking for, any mentions of gods. You can get, obviously, like the effects of gods play a big deal in history. You can find recounts of essentially the worshippers of Lolth were outcast at the end of the Ancient War. to the Underdark. Like you can find recounts of that. Other than that, though, it's like the only god that's ever really addressed in any depth is Lolth. You can find details about how, the clergy, like the high priestess is the voice of Lolth, how the clergy are her children, quote unquote children, metaphorical, about how the blessed are given boons from Lolth, and that the most devout of the warriors are essentially made into Driders.
Mhm.
There's conspicuously little of any other god, except for where they play direct part in anything involving Lolth, such as the Outcast,
Okay.
such as the Exile.
Oh,
Does
daughter.
it give me any names
Other.
of these exiled gods?
Are you talking about the Outcast pantheon?
Yes, those ones.
It also doesn't, it's conspicuously scrubbed clean of mentions of even other Outcast gods. It's like Lolth is the only god in here, basically.
So they don't even say Lolth was in, Lolth won over this god. They just no, there's no.
Defeated a great enemy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, I think that's what Jaden's been alluding more to. Is it's like, oh, Lolth interacted with Joaquin, this specific god. Lolth's awesome though, and she won that fight.
Yeah,
it references other gods, but there's not really literature about those other gods.
Yeah, basically, there's no oh yeah, this is who Joaquin is and what he does. This is who Lustra, Mistra, or anything like that is. It's the only mention of other gods is in the role that they've played in Lolth's story, essentially. There is also beyond essentially the basic structure of the clergy that I just outlined to you. There's also no details about magic or anything like that.
Actually, can I ask a history
Which-
question in our real life sense?
Sorry, just real quick.
You go.
Which would line up with, if you remember last session, essentially anything along the lines of magic secrets or stuff like that were in the Noctella archives. They wouldn't be in Lustra, was something you were told.
Mhm. Yeah, okay. Somewhere we're not probably going to be able to go anytime soon. Hmm.
She'd go there
Okay,
next.
I suppose with whatever history books and stuff they do have, what knowledge is there anything here that talks about the Illithid?
Oh, okay.
And whatever conflicts might have happened, what strategy, I want to learn what is available to learn about them. I'd say Thrawn, if he finds anything of relevance, he'd probably spend solid 6 hours, 7 hours just here searching through books. So
Okay. All right. So the Illithid. Fuck. Okay. There's a lot actually of history of war with the Illithid. There's been a lot of back and forwards with them over the centuries. Essentially, ever since the Drow got down here, they have been at war with the Illithid. It was incredibly bleak at the start. It was almost the extinction of the Drow until and it was this event that brought the clergy to power, basically. Mostly because detect evil and good. The clergy was able to weed out who they were and the practices you guys have obviously noticed since you got here developed a couple years into the war. And it allowed them to reclaim most of the western side of this cavern here. There's been wars back and forwards, like Meloda, for example, used to be a breeding pen, but then the drow attacked it and they captured it, and then they occupied it, but then all of the spawn grew and grew and grew and grew until they had to eventually abandon it because the Neothelids became too much of a threat. And as far as Drow society is aware, the place has been abandoned since.
Hmm.
There's it's like there's lots and lots of recounts of wars. It's almost constant war and bloodshed on the borders of the place. If anything, actually, it's slowed down over the centuries. Like, if you essentially itemized all of the wars, it's like, oh yeah, war number 1 in like 1901, 1902, 1903, 1905, 1907, 1911, 1920, 19...
Mm.
Like, it's kind of gotten more and more sparse as time has gone on, and they've gotten a thing. It's probably been about 10 years since the last like massive war, and then before that was like another 9 years.
Okay.
Well, that's actually good to know for us.
Or it's really bad that they've been spending 10 years establishing themselves above ground. Okay, after, getting that knowledge, is there any knowledge is there like a map or anything that I can find here in these books? Anything that talks about connections between this set part of the Underdark and other parts of the Underdark? Or have they been basically in this one massive cave since they were forced down here?
Okay. They're
Like other entrances and stuff, because I can see that there are other humans. There is like occasionally a human, like a dwarf, like, these other people that aren't just, it's not just Drow and Dwegar down here. Like, I want to know about potentially where other entrances to this place are.
okay.
Sorry, can I just pause for a second? What's Dwegar in this context?
Deep,
As in
Basically,
dwarf?
Underdark.
Thank you.
Deep dwarves,
Okay.
sort of. It's like how you have deep gnomes, which are like Underdark versions of gnomes. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There is one entrance to the Underdark up northeast of Toril, is where most of the Upworlders come from. They also know about the entrance into Tenebram, however, that one is very much behind Illithid territory and not something they've had access to since they lost my loader. They do also know that also behind Illithid territory, up near Brina, is another entrance, or rather exit to the Underdark. They don't know, there's not much account of where that goes. It goes to a mountainous region, is all that you can really find about it.
Is that mountain still underground or above ground? Like that when you said it's an
It's above
exit.
ground. Like,
Yeah.
these are out of the Underdark. They don't know much more about beyond the realm of the Illithid. Like, technically speaking, looking at this world map, they don't actually know for certain whether this wall exists along here or if it kind of keeps going. Like,
Okay.
once you get deep
Okay.
enough into it, their maps are theoretical at best.
Okay. That's an interesting thing. Okay then.
Sorry, not
If
there's
I could
the
just
entrance is near
yeah.
Noctella, I should say, not near Toril.
Oh, okay.
It's to the south of Noctella. It's about here.
Sorry, where? Sorry, I just had my thing there.
About there.
Because I was going to ask, it is basically the things that am I basically finding this is an entrance, this is an entrance, and there's an entrance here? Is that what I'm finding, or?
Fuck, sorry. No. Yeah. That is literally what those dots are. It's not near Noctella. That is...
No, yeah,
It is north. Right. Sorry, I'm mixing up my fucking
it
notes here.
is all good. It's all good. So, but
So, yeah.
these points are the
That's the only
theoretical.
known entrance
Yeah.
that they
This is
have access to.
And
This
this is
one
a
is the one.
theoretical one. This is where we came in.
Yeah, this one is the one that, in theory, leads to the mountain
Mountains.
range, and then
And-
down here would be to Tenebram. So they know about this one from when they held Meloda.
Okay. I'm just going to draw very quickly on the map, just because I want to just confirm. So the Drow over time they have controlled like this, but they have at times come out to like here.
Hang on, I saw none of those pings.
Oh, I didn't
I
ping.
just saw them.
Yeah, pretty much.
They haven't taken over there at all, but like they know Mithria is where the
That's where the Tarask is.
Tarask
So they
lives.
have had no luck with that.
Is there anything about this? Is this just an Illithid? Is this what they call like the Illithid's like stronghold there? And or about Malona? Like, have they ever like
To
controlled
their
some of this
knowledge,
territory?
Mithria is the heart of it. That's why they've made such a big push towards Miloda in the past, trying to make an advance on what's essentially the capital.
So,
In the past, they've made pushes towards fucking... Hang on, I can get a little bit of information here for you. So they've made a push towards Ilona as well in the past as another major attack. It is a similar but later developed Meloda, basically. Like, it became their next breeding hub. So they've made another attack on that to try and essentially starve off the next generation. But
Yeah.
they haven't had any luck getting that deep because it's so much further back than Miloda was.
Okay. So, based on what I've found out, the supposed hub of where all the Illithids are coming from is where the fucking Tarask lives.
Correct.
Oh,
Somebody save us.
Okay, I am just going to write that down in my notes so that I have that for the future.
At the very least, I can dodge his
They
beam.
don't really know anything about Brina. They know it exists, they don't know what it's meant to be for, though. They've never really gotten that deep.
How do you tame a Tarask? That's
Oh.
pretty funny.
You just point it, or you get its attention by pointing it towards food.
It's a living disaster. You can't really control it.
You just point it in an area where it's got attention at.
Yeah. So Tarask's home is the potential hub of everything Illithid, is what I've written in my notes.
We're gonna have some fun.
Okay.
Die.
So
Jaden's made an Illithid Tarask, like how the Illithids capture dragons and put an Elder Brain on it.
Also, hang on, because I've vaguely been watching this conversation in the background with fucking
elf.
elf.
I hate
It's like
the elf.
they physically, like, my idea of it would be they physically mature at the same rate that humans do, but largely they are
elf
considered
society,
essentially young in terms of life experience. Like, yeah, being 60 years old is like, yeah, that's pretty old for a person. They've probably learnt a lot for a human. But as far as elves, it's like, my dude, most of us are like, what?
They live
400.
so much more than
double.
double a human,
They
Matty.
live a lot longer than double. Like, they live into the 40s,
I bet depending on what,
depending. Like, that's the higher end of what they
yeah.
live.
Like in my world, like my elves, based on D&D lore, live to be about 700-800 years old.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But that's like elves in modern day, not like like pure.
What the fuck, Maddie? Come on.
Yeah,
Go with
so
the
it's like,
program.
it's not that,
Like, that old man we met was alive when these guys were like exiled here. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Pure.
So it's
Okay,
like,
what the hell is blood elves now?
okay, so to put it in our perspective, it's like, okay, technically speaking, biologically speaking, as soon as someone hits puberty, it's like we'd say, yeah, they're technically old enough, as far as evolution is concerned, to have children. Like, that's the point that it happens. But we, as a society, consider them as like they're inexperienced. They've only lived for like 12, 14 years. It's like when you're 60 years old, listening to a 14-year-old try and tell you about life is like, yeah, lol, you've hardly seen any of it. So in my mind, it's probably the same, a 600-year-old elf listening to a 40-year-old person try and tell them about how wizened and familiar they are with life and all its intricacies. Like it's a
It's less biology, Matty, and more culture.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's just the vast difference in life experience that comes from being hundreds of years older, and then that, well, essentially being surrounded by people that live for that long makes, well, human life is kind of transient compared to that.
Your dog comes up to you and goes, "I'm so old." I'm like, bro, I had you when I was a baby. You're barely a teenager, you know.
Yeah. What's that
And
anime that came out recently where one of the things was it's like, oh yeah, the elf is just kind of
Free
living
Ren.
life. Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, that
Where it's like it's
actually,
one of the things of it's like, oh yeah, no, she lives pretty much a normal life, but like every time she sees her friends, they're like decades older, and then eventually they're just like suddenly gone, and it's been, well, tiny amount of time to her. It doesn't matter. So
yeah,
it's
that she
like
spends like 10 years looking for a flower that her friend says would like be good for like pain relief
Yeah.
or something.
I have
And
no idea what telomerase is.
Jaden, Matty's using big
Yeah.
words we don't understand.
Yeah, stop
she's
it,
ruining
man.
our immersion.
No, of course they don't use telomerase, Maddie. Jesus Christ, get
What's
what?
telomerase?
Oh, hi, Aaron.
It's
Guys,
the
welcome
enzyme
my
in
girlfriend.
cells that helps keep them alive by adding DNA
Elves
to
definitely have testosterone.
telomerase.
Also, unironically, I believe canonically elves are at least somewhat magical in nature,
Yeah.
given
used
that
to
they
be-
have literally fey ancestry.
They used to be entirely changelings. But then LOL fucked up and then removed their power to change forms freely.
Yeah, so you can lean on magic bullshit as to why elves live for so long as well.
Magic! Ha!
You
No. I think half elves have better testosterone because they got
gotta remember, Erin's
humans
not
bad at
actually in the voice
testosterone.
chat. If you want to converse, you've got to write something to her.
I
And
don't
have you
fucking know,
seen
Maddie. Pick
Thrawn's
whatever
beard?
you
Of
think
course he has
sounds the most
testosterone.
fun. Yep, elves are lobsters. There we go. Canon.
I need to shed my skin.
Anyways, so moving on.
Can I make my? Oh my god!
Does
Can I
that
make
mean
a
like
Jacob
Ferno gets an
Peterson?
AC buff since he's crustacean now?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
All right, sorry, I'm gonna stop asking questions. Please enjoy.
They are inferior lobsters. Anyways, is there anything else that you're any more exposition dumps I can give you about Drow society?
Why do they hate men? Is that just because they're like lots of women? Like,
Lots
is
of
this
sexes.
wouldn't be something that we've been told the like the clergy is women, but we haven't really been told why in universe.
More or less, yeah. It's like it is religious reasoning behind the matriarchy. It's very, very strongly based on spiders. Unsurprisingly, it's wolf. But yeah, so
No,
it's
sure.
like the women are seen as the dominant entities.
Okay,
like they
another
are the
reason to
one.
hate the society.
It's like they are the more favored of Lolth, essentially.
Okay. And are there any notable like who do the Drow look up to as like quote unquote like a leader or like a king, like or a
Is
queen,
Lemort,
Legends or heroes.
the High Priestess Lemort.
High Priestess Lamont. Okay,
That lady's house?
No,
we don't know.
she's in Noctella.
Oh, so who's the...
It's like Noctella is essentially the heart.
What about Lady's Manor?
I'm not looking into that because it didn't occur to me to look into that. So we were told that it's basically people go there to try and treasure hunt. Anyway, so Thrawn wasn't really interested in it. But yeah, no, Jaden, that's all. So I found nothing on like necromancy and warlocks and stuff. Right?
Yeah, you're probably in the wrong library for that. This is, for the most part, a purely
General,
academic area. Like, it is built next to a college.
Well, that's why I thought they might have it. You know, one of our members went to a uni and he did necromancy.
Very different societies.
That's pretty good.
Actually, this is one thing I have wanted to know. A lot of the people that we've been seeing in these cities, just like going about their lives, have they been men, or has a majority of when we run into guards in the street, is that women? Are most of the people who are studying here women? Is this a
Okay.
much more
Excuse me.
women-led society in that aspect?
Most. Okay, so most of the scholars around you are women. It's like most of the people in the library are women. Most of the guards have been men.
Okay, but definitely no male
most-
driders.
No, pardon, sorry?
We haven't seen any male driders yet, have we?
No, you have not.
Okay.
Is it like seeing a man riding a unicorn, which is impossible?
Technically you can have male driders. I'm just not trying to establish what is in Jaden's law for his one. So,
But no, you have neither seen nor heard of.
okay. No, I am done with my exhibition. What the fuck? Exposition done. So you may continue.
Jeez, I can't believe you ran around naked in university. I'm gonna have to pick you up from the guard tower now, geez. We thought Floodgar was gonna be the problem here, Jesus.
Yeah, I got too busy fucking all the drow women. While crying.
Matt, wait, Nick, isn't this really bad in
Hear me
You
out,
have-
hear me out. Lots of men in Australia go to Bali and sleep with all the women there, and they're racist to Asian people. So,
Ooh.
So is
so,
that
like,
just
it's the
Ooh.
same
hate sex
thing.
then, or
Anyway,
racist fueled sex? God damn.
hey, whoa, it's called interracial.
It's
God.
called reading them out.
Adding some genetic superiority to the. Anyway, Jaden,
Anyways.
I don't think there is anything else that I require at the moment.
Okay. And
I am
then
still in
lucky
the dark.
last. All right. And then lucky last is Theo.
Incredible.
Okay, so you said you were going to the guardhouse, but was there
Every
more
time.
on the way there that you were?
I wanted to go via the back streets because you can learn a lot about a city by how their back streets look.
All right.
Okay. So there's a bunch of different guardhouses over the city. It's not just one. Are you going for more one in the outer districts or inner districts? You're probably equidistant between at least two, one further in, one further out from the inn.
The right one might have more people getting into trouble.
Thinking the one that's out, I don't really want to go inner city, but as long as they've got like bounty hunter stuff, just like bounties. But I assume all the guard posts would have them if they've got them.
Okay.
So I'm thinking outer.
Yeah, the outer one is probably marginally closer.
Yeah.
It's because there's like one in the inner city, and then there's a bunch of them around the perimeter of the outer with a handful in the middle, sort of thing. Okay, so taking the back streets, you start. It's like as you head out towards the end. If you remember, there was a bunch of peddlers.
Yep.
That were essentially harassing passers-by. They on the back streets, they start to appear a lot sooner than in the main streets. It's almost to the point of what is meant to be like, yes, the civilized part of the city. It's almost immediately on that border that people start trying to sell you stuff through the back streets. There's people hanging out and drinking. Every now and then you see a street very quickly kind of clears out, and then a minute or so later, a guard patrol comes past. It's like there's shady activity going on, but they've got a pretty healthy fear of the guard.
Yeah.
people too slow generally get kind of kicked along or shoved or whatnot by the guards if they come through the back streets, mostly because they're like of the drunken variety.
Yep.
For the most part, they're almost exclusively quote unquote lesser races. It's all the Dwerger, it's all the deep gnomes, Gith, stuff like that. There's not really drow on the back streets. If like you
There's
just
yeah,
sorry?
it's just a general look. I actually don't want to interact with many people here,
Yeah.
but like it's just to see how the city feels, because you learn a lot about a city by what it wants to show you and what it doesn't want to show you.
Yeah, the back streets and the alleys and whatnot, especially as you actually get into the outer district, become rather slummy.
Yep.
But yeah, you do manage to come to a guardhouse. There's quite a rabble out there. There's a lot of guards around. Unsurprisingly, it's a guardhouse. Like they're coming in and out and whatnot and changing shifts and all that. Obviously, as you saw earlier, there's a pretty heavy guard presence on the main streets in general. Like every 40 meters or so, you've probably got another group of 4 guards. They are very obviously centered on this, so it's like there's significantly more order around it, but there's also significantly more when people kind of stand. You know how you never really find anyone standing outside of a police station?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. So it's like it's conspicuously unrowdy around the place. It's a decently put together, but also more ramshackle than what you see any of the drow really hold up in. It kind of looks more like stuff that you saw in South Mullen. Like it almost looks like military encampment-esque.
Yep. All right.
Just not a tent. Like it's an actual building, a 2-story building.
It doesn't look temporary.
Yeah, it's a barracks.
All right. Is there a bounty board? I assume there would be unless you have to go to the receptionist to ask for bounties, which would be funny.
Yeah, there is a board on the front with some basic bounties. Most of them are referring to recent sightings. Most of them don't have any given names. Some of them have oh yeah, major names fucking. I didn't write names down. But
Sad, because I will.
no, fuck. I did a really. I'm irresponsible DM. What was the name of the fucking minotaurs?
Deus
Oh.
Nutter.
So there was Druma.
Druma, that's it.
What the fuck?
I kept thinking of the fucking Dwarger. I remember his name for some reason. I remember fucking. Anyways. But yes, there is a lot, centerpiece of it is Druma. It's just a wanted poster, basically. Most of them are oh yeah, ask inside for most recent details kind of thing.
Cool.
I was it is for the largest part just bounties on this board.
Okay.
There are also a couple in city, I should add that. There are searching not just for resistance, it's not purely resistance, but there's also oh yeah, criminals and whatnot that are on the run from the law. It's guilty of X crime, guilty of murder, stuff like that. So there are bounties for people within the walls as well.
And there's no reward prices. You have to go take it in, be I'm interested in this one, sort of thing, or is it
The big ones have reward prices.
Okay. What?
So
okay, I need to ask
it's
just for my curiosity, Drumal, how much?
Drumal, 5 grand, 5,000.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
That sounds like a thing we should do. Find
No. Nobody knows about this except for me, so don't even worry about it.
I'm not opposed to maybe making some money here and there, but like
This is the
not to our allies.
this is the important information gathering sector. Don't worry about it.
But yeah, it's like there are also some smaller prices for like delivering provable information about people as well. So it's like tips that lead to the arrest kind of thing. There's rewards that are like, a fraction of the actual bounty price. Most of them are, well, it's got standard award for most of the smaller ones listed.
Yeah, right. Cool. Theo, while looking at this, would definitely like try and clock the murderers, the people wanted for murder, just because he's Theo.
And stealing souls.
No, just the murder.
Just the murder? Okay.
For now.
For
Okay.
now.
So you're going to try and like make a point to sort of assign their face to memory, or just like grab one and go ask about it, or
they don't have. Okay, actually, that is a good question. So they've got pictures for some of the more important, like Drumar, most likely, but have
yeah, a
do
lot
all
of the smaller
bounties-
ones are just like murderer of X person.
Yeah,
It's like a lot of them are unknowns.
incredible.
The magic man.
Yeah, I guess Theo, like what Theo would be looking for right at this moment while at the bounty board is he's kind of just looking for like just looking for a pattern, but it's more like a like Theo is just here to investigate how much money we could get by doing some bounty stuff, because it feels like that's probably the most likely thing that we would be able to do as a job here for easy access to money.
He's
And
setting
also
up a
because
racial
Theo's
profile.
I mean, sure, if you want to say that, Mr. Racist.
It doesn't look like we need to have any papers for identity as well here.
No,
Soon, yeah. Anyway, and then also he'll take one of them, the probably one of the nameless ones, the ones that are just like, oh yeah, there's been like a string of murders here. Any information would be lovely, and like just go talk to one of the receptionists about them.
Okay. All right. So going through the list. So patterns, a lot of the bigger ones are Taurans. Like Dramal's not the only like major bounty on that board. All of the other ones are also Taurans, except for one Gith. Most of the smaller ones that have known faces also appear to be, well, most of the smaller ones that have faces within the city specifically are more so Gith rather than any of the others. There's no drow at all on any of these, I should add.
Drow can do no wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting all of the murders are like the ones that don't have images. They are all reasonably recognizable as Elvish names. So
It's
drow.
those goddamn
Specifically drow.
high elves and wood elves that
This
are
is
down
like
here.
The favoritism's pretty blatant.
Yeah.
I wonder how much money we'd just get in for turning Inferno and lying about his name.
Oh my god.
Unless you have a way to break him out, let's not.
No balls.
As in, like, victims.
Yeah,
so it's like, for the
victims, that's what I
murder of blank. Stuff like that.
They
It's like,
only care about the drow.
yeah, it's all drow.
And then is there any, like, resistance wanted posters?
Yeah, that was most of, like, the big ones.
Yeah.
The ones with, like, images.
Any names or faces that Theo can, like, get familiarized with, just in case we run into them?
Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna
Dramal
ask.
is one.
I'm so sorry. I'm going to ask.
Every encounter. Do I recognize
on.
any of these people?
I won't.
Do I
won't.
recognize any
I
of these
search
people?
all the
No,
bodies.
that one is annoying. So
What are their
I'm going to do
names?
that. Once,
Hey, this guy's still wearing a shirt that says "Mum," for Jakey from Mum. Who's Mum and who's Jakey?
Okay, let me search my notes real quick.
No.
My name is Deus Nutter.
It just makes
You lost
all
us.
of them are D's nuts jokes, so he can at least get us on that.
Okay. So you've got Dramal, obviously. There's
Yep.
also Margun.
Morgan. Yep.
And you've got Trudan as well.
Yep.
The Gith is Vex.
I want to laser Gith mummy.
Do this to me, not now.
Right.
Yep. All good? Is that it?
And in the center of it all, the biggest one up there for 50,000 gold
Wonderful.
is Brommel,
Okay.
who is also a Tauren.
Yep. Probably.
He's-
Okay.
He is the leader
Yep.
of the resistance as far as these posters are concerned.
Incredible.
They are like the resistance names you can find.
Yeah. I just want them. I just want to have them in case we find a couple of them and we need to know their names.
Okay.
Also, just curiosity. Curiosity never killed the
We're
cat.
definitely going to get like captured by some of them. They're like, look, bounty hunters chasing us down. And we're gonna be like, no, we're actually friends.
We're the
Oh,
resistance
no,
members.
like-
Don't worry, guys. No, you're looking for the other ones.
Theo points one out in the crowd. I'd like to make a civil arrest.
That would be really funny. Hey, look, a resistance member.
I'd like to make a civil arrest for this man. Who knows the law here?
And then the last thing I want to do is I do just want to go inside and talk to like one of the receptionists. And Theo is just like he's just trying to get like essentially I'm just trying to like I'm trying to get rumors, but like the police side of rumors, so it's like, oh, we've had a lot more violence lately, or like it's been more peaceful, or like stuff like that. Is really all that Theo wants from this.
Okay.
What's the drug on the street?
All right.
Yeah, what's the drug on the
drug
street?
dealers?
All right. So as you walk in, place looks on the inside about how it does on the outside. There is a front counter. You've got a drow man is stationed at the counter. He's in marked clothing, but he's not like armored.
Yep.
He's just in like a cloth uniform, essentially. Fatigues, more or less. As you walk in, he kind of uninterestedly, hello, what would you like to report?
I forgot everyone was French.
Also, what language is he speaking to me in?
French.
Fuck, right.
Yeah,
I believe, Jaden,
You don't understand it at first. After a moment, he repeats
have
it
to
in
say-
Elvish.
Yeah, I mean the moment I don't understand, I'm like, Elvish?
Question mark?
Yeah, you know Elvish?
It's like you can hear other people about. You spot a glimpse, like in another room through a doorway in the back, that there's a Drider in the back. She doesn't come out at all. The only point of contact is obviously the receptionist. There's a couple people that are kind of like lounging around or wandering a bit. You've got some like random people that are in seats waiting, presumably. off in the corner as well.
Yep.
But
Theo
yeah.
just says in Elvish, no reports. I just wanted to ask a couple questions about the bounty board, if that's all right.
Just
Which bounty
imagining
were
like
you
the
looking?
drow, full French, like, what would you like to report? And him just going, no habla English, no habla English.
Holy fuck.
Not ready, but yes.
Wait, what's it like? What does it sound just completely redneck when he speaks Elvish to them?
Yes. Oh,
It
definitely.
is
I am
country
redneck.
he's a country bumpkin.
Oh, he was so
That's his
country.
whole personality.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Theo just says. Theo just goes and he just says, not currently like any of them specifically, but I am a mercenary, so I'm most likely to run into something. So I just wanted to know if there was any idea I had to have up front for bounty, or if it's just as long as I catch him.
Sorry, what was the question?
No,
Have
so
what up
He's
front?
basically,
ID.
basically asking if he needs like a bounty license.
yes, do I need to like sign
Do you have a
up?
license for that bounty?
Exactly.
Fuck.
He cut out.
He cut out. I'm so
He called you a Wagner.
cool. That's okay.
If you bring them here or provide us information, you will be paid. If you provide us information, you must leave your detail so that we can find you for payment. If you do
Okay.
not respond within 3 days, your payment is forfeit.
Hold on, I actually might have to write this down. 3 days for payment.
3 days for any information you've given that leads to an arrest.
Yep.
But you don't need any ID if you bring someone in.
Yep. No, because the 3 days is important because D&D has no concept for time. So we could get lost for 3 days and then I don't
Well,
get money.
it's still the first day since arriving to this city.
He very, very clearly does not want me to be here.
That is correct.
Incredibly so, and I don't care that much. So I will
Filthy
ask.
half elf.
I look fully human. Thank you very much. And then I just straight up.
Oh, even dirtier.
I just straight up ask: has there been any has there been more murders or violence lately, or has it been better recently?
Is there something you would like to tell me?
No.
Business as usual.
Business as usual. All right.
Unless you have any plans, we haven't seen a particular uptick in murders.
Wonderful.
If you are competent, I'm sure there will be plenty of work for you.
That's all I really need to know. Thank you for your time. And do I see a large stack of papers near him? Or is he just like bored on the job? Like, is it more of a like I just don't want to talk to you, or is it more like I can't believe some random guys walked in here while I'm doing papers?
Yeah, he's like, there's some paperwork, but it's not like he's got a comically large stack or anything like that. He's just got a couple forms on his desk. It's
yeah.
Yeah,
You invaded my state.
he's largely just unenthused. He just doesn't
Yeah.
want to deal with you.
That's okay. That's all I really wanted to know. Thank you very much. Good luck with your paperwork. And I walk out as quick as I arrived. I do want to make sure I didn't I want to Theo wants to make sure he's also not being followed, because he also knows that if he's just unenthused, he won't care. But if
He did
he's
ask
like,
you if you
this
murdered
guy's,
anyone.
yeah, that too. But also I don't care that much about that. But yeah, I just want to see if I'm being followed because I've asked those questions.
Okay. All right. As you leave, a drow woman walks past you in the doorway, very purposefully. You do notice as you leave, as she approaches the desk, he very much perks up in comparison to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
All
but-
right.
Yeah. But he, like, there's
Fucking
like
bad
guards
about-
watch you. You were just leaving the place.
Yep.
It's like you've got the general looks. What's your passive perception?
18, I think. Give me one moment.
Okay.
Where's my character sheet? It's 18.
It's
Okay.
fucking what the
But-
fuck?
Oh, I have expertise and perception.
But yeah, it's looking around. You can't spot anyone that seems to be tailing you.
Theo has nothing else he wants to do. So I will just trudge back to the inn. Probably on the main streets, because, like, I am human. Like, I probably don't want to be on the back streets.
It was fine on the way there, but on the way out.
You know.
Please.
Hey, that was for information. This is because I just don't want to have to, like, run from people. Because they, I don't know, want my money or something, or I'm a random human walking in the city.
Hey, you want to buy some drugs?
All right.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
because he wasn't here last session, was there anything in particular that Throdgar would want to do? It's like he's already gone to the blacksmith.
What else could I really do?
You're with Trier at the moment.
It's this like it's a huge city. You could pretty much find whatever you want. It's also like a major trading hub if there's any shopping that you wanted to do as well.
I think honestly, I'm pretty good at the moment.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
okay. So in that
Yeah.
case, then I'm assuming everyone just meets up back at the inn.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
well, yeah,
Aaron
like
is
we
still
originally-
talking about geology to Fernando.
Also, I'm sorry. I'm starting to feel unwell again, so I'm going to take off.
Yeah, that's fine,
All
dude.
good.
Oh, good man.
Like-
Yeah, look after yourself.
I just like to
Thank
also.
you.
Thanks
We're
for coming
glad-
on.
Have a good
we're
night.
glad you
Sorry,
could
it's
be here.
been a
Well.
little bit of an uninteresting split up session.
No, it's all good.
From-
It was good being here.
Okay.
But I hope you guys have a good
You
night.
Rest
Yeah,
up.
thank
Try
you.
not to die without me watching.
I must be
let's
there
get it
when
on
you
tape.
die, boy.
Okay.
And
Okay,
be ready
that'll
to
do.
die on Saturday, because
Alright.
alcohol is
Alright.
being brought to your place.
I'll catch you.
Alright. Catch you guys.
See y'all.
Bye.
So yeah.
Also, Harrison, you need to get that alcohol out of my fridge.
I was about to say I'm coming tomorrow if you're home, because I know Maddie won't be.
No, I'm just going to be out of the house specifically to fuck with you.
Well, then I guess you have to take it to Matt's party and get fucked up.
Well, yeah, I will be drinking it and getting yes, but anyway,
Alrighty.
I think we're just heading back to our rooms, and is everyone sharing what they learned on their little adventures or no?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I come back to chat with people.
Mhm.
Someone has to cut Taran off as he begins reciting all about rocks.
Make sure to do
No,
it
no, no.
dry, because Zilla-
Ferno almost does it, but then he's like, no, you go on. This is actually really interesting. The next one that he talks about is my favorite.
No, guys, you're gonna love
The
this.
giant worm thing. Taryn has been talking about the
I
giant worm
don't
thing for a
really
while.
care for sedimentary rocks.
Oh.
They don't taste that great.
How
Yeah,
about this?
I can attest to that. Having
The ma-
sedimentary rock in your mouth for like a
The
couple
mouth
hours.
feel is not great.
The with what Theo kind of learned, I'll say everything except how much the Minotaurs are worse.
Oh my
He won't share
god.
the bounty.
Damn it!
You can ask about it, but Theo will blatantly say, "I will not tell you unless Sharia is not here."
Damn it!
Sharia has to be outside of the room before Theo will tell you.
Damn it! Why?
Because no one
you know,
trusts you
Theo-
to not immediately
You
fucking
sell
hunt
them
down.
out. Yeah,
You're like, ooh, money?
yeah.
I'd like. Does it say? Here's a question on those bounties. Did it say dead or alive?
I will not tell you.
No, actually, no.
I'll take dead is a good option.
This is
then.
an interesting question for if we do want to take bounties in town. Is there the option of us delivering them alive?
Yes. Most of the resistance, the 5,000 bounty was for alive.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only one
I'm
that
not
didn't
going to deliver
specify.
any of the resistance to these fuckers. Jeez.
Proceed to
the-
find one.
The smaller ones don't really have any differentiation about alive or dead.
Okay, cool. So we can basically XP farm a bunch of.
Yeah, and Sharia's gonna be left out on information again.
Yeah, because
Until
I cannot
Sharia-
trust you. I cannot trust you with this information.
Sharia's just gotta go to the bounty board later. So
Yeah, Sharia can, and I will deal with it when it comes to that. But you
He's
will
gonna
not
be
learn
like,
it from me.
motherfucker. I know exactly where all of that is.
Hey, I know those guys.
Sharia gets arrested immediately for saying out loud, "Hey, I know those guys."
But yeah, yeah, no, that's what Theo tells
I
me.
don't speak any language that they understands except for Dwarvish, so
You wait, didn't you know? No, I know Draconic, and you know. Yeah, okay, that's where the connection lies.
Yeah, but yes, okay.
Okay.
I'd share pretty much everything I learned. No really reason not to. Yeah.
I
But
share the information about
About
Nemedite?
that's
Never.
really that's really interesting. An ore that kind of negates magical effects.
Yeah,
What about you, Ferner? Have you heard of that kind of stuff before?
You see Ferno think for a moment, just intently tracing what he would have heard in his mind, and then he comes back and he rubs his. I actually don't know if I would have Ferno with Theslo rubs his chin, and he's like, no, none of them are materials to any spells, so not yet.
I know
literally
that.
learned it at the museum.
Yeah, you know what? I'm asking the wrong person. Taryn. No,
Wait.
no, I am asking you because you're our resident wizard, but
Yeah.
no. Well, I remember back at my home there were people who could negate magic of certain degrees against potential enemy spellcasters or even just errant magic that had gone out of control.
I was informed that the rich and higher up people use this as more commonly for armor.
Interesting. Do we have any idea what it would do if it was in a blade, perhaps?
It would go pass through magical shields.
Mm.
I was informed of that.
Interesting.
But when I say magical shield, I mean the spell shield.
Yeah, any magical barrier that you produce to protect yourself.
Yeah,
I wonder if it would work on something like a force wall.
possibly.
I'm just going to have a little thought like that. Because if it can damage, if it can interact with force-based things, that's actually pretty fucking broken. But yes, yeah, no, I tell them about there's the different entrances. You know, if in part of our mission we end up clearing out this illithid infestation, might be able to duck through to my hometown. Apparently,
So here's a question.
tapping on the map. Apparently, there's entrances here to go to Tenebrand. There's entrances over here to come up over near, in the top right of the map. There apparently is where most of their trade comes through of anyone from the surface. And then most of what's over in the Illithid territory is it's more hazy. Very few people have returned from there, from what I can tell.
Did you bring up any information about Mylota?
Those giant worm things there.
Yeah.
We're not going there.
It was once a breeding ground for creatures that they were.
Do I? Probably don't. Anything about breeding grounds and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain that it was a breeding ground for these creatures, and then Taryn's gonna. It's oh, actually, did you see one? There weren't very many actual drawings or like descriptions of them. It seems like one of those things that people kind of already just know about. But no,
Can I do a
very
history
interesting.
check just to see if I remember any of these, or remember a breeding ground of this particular creature?
You do not.
Okay.
Love when the DM can just be like, huh, no.
No.
But yeah. If there's anything else that we want to, is there anything anyone's withholding other than bounty prices?
Obviously, I'm not talking about what I disclosed to Kale.
The
To
price of
Taryn, sorry.
Menadite?
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to tell the price of Menadite, or Nemite, because I don't actually remember the net price of it.
It's
Yeah,
expensive.
but it was expensive, is what I
Yeah,
remember.
it was going to be
Yeah.
expensive, yeah.
What I remember is on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I have to sell my life to Thrawn. It's like a 9.
Okay, well, even I couldn't buy it if I wanted to.
So
I
it's
actually-
an 11.
I have not checked how much gold Ferno has. I think he has a shit ton from memory.
For specific prices, it's a 10 times modifier. If you guys want a more specific mechanical
So it's
answer
8,000 gold pieces.
for
For what?
A full plate of Menadite, or Nemite.
I don't
Yes.
think any of us would wear full plate. So
I will lose my bonus.
if he wanted to essentially turn his body into that to
Oh,
get the
that's
material
right.
property,
yes,
then yeah.
he has like a light chassis though. So
There's no difference in chassis. It's just I incorporate armor or not.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like you were using like a light body, weren't you? So you could have a higher
My
dexterity.
AC without any armor is 18.
Yeah.
I'm better off naked.
But yeah, because I believe I also said that it would be like, oh yeah, it would be half plate at minimum, essentially, to infuse into his body to get the effect of it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I don't want to wear
which
half
would
plate
mean
armor.
7,500 gold. For flavor, we would just say you just get the magic resistance.
Oh, sweet.
but it's like it would effectively be the same.
7,500 gold. Let's go.
Good luck.
Thrawn capable, right? How's the
Fuck.
interest going?
He owes me about that much money, actually.
Thrawn's like, look, once all of you pay me back, I can probably make that loan.
And then I'll loan you out the 7,000 at that same fucking interest rate.
How do
Look,
I have
look, I was-
589 gold pieces if we're talking about 7 grand of shit?
Bro, I had
we
like
don't have that much money.
I think I had like 800 at my peak.
Oh, okay, alright. Because I know I haven't spent like shit.
Yeah, and I bought stuff for you in the last arc. You owe me cash.
Oh, do you want?
Oh,
Sorry, let's
so
sort
wait.
that out now.
No.
So wait, here's a
no,
question
no.
now.
You-
What
so you
time
can
is
pay
it
me back
now?
later.
Nick's like, I enjoy it more with you being in debt to me.
Okay.
What's the time now in this world?
It
Actually, no,
would be
no, pay
pretty
me
late.
back.
Pretty late?
Yeah, it would be like late evening, early night.
So, like, 6? 7?
About that, yeah.
Alright. I'm guessing Thrudgar what probably would like want to go drink a shit ton.
Yeah, drinking actually is a good way to get like information on like important things happening, and
You know, yeah, let's go to the
that's
tavern.
That's
Actually,
a good
yeah,
idea.
let's go to
More NPCs that Jaden's going to
No,
have to
no,
know.
no. Do we want to go to a rougher tavern or a nicer, like?
So if we
Rougher
if we
tavern would
go
be
if we
good
go
for
to a rougher
information.
tavern, we'll get better information. A nicer tavern, we probably won't get very much information, but we'll have a very nice night.
And the rougher tavern would also serve dwarvish food, which would be spicy.
I should add that the nicest tavern is significantly rougher than the place you guys are at now. Like, from where you guys are now and upwards, it's all inns. There's no, like, tavern, there's no bar or anything like that.
Wonderful.
There's room service, but no.
So
Let's go be amongst the
rabble
people.
rousers.
Yeah. Well, look, as long as we don't cause any ruckus, we'll be fine.
Yeah, no, we'll just be the bouncers or like
Sorry.
causing civil arrests.
You can do that if you want.
As long as you don't murder someone, I think we'll be okay.
As this bar is my witness. Fuck that guy.
He's like,
Alrighty,
guys, I
alrighty.
passed the bar. But it's just like the actual
Alrighty.
fucking bar.
So Miaramona, by technicality, is a tavern.
I don't think we should go to Miaramir.
Probably not quite what you guys are after, though. So two
Otherwise,
options.
vodka, yes. Good.
In order from nicer to rowdier, two options I'll give you is either the Mystical Minotaur or the Gnome Hole.
The gnome hole. Oh, we're definitely going there.
I had a hunch I knew the answer to that, but I thought I'd put it out there anyway.
I wanted to say the Minotaur because we're like allies or whatever, but like Gnome Hole.
Wait, Nick, what was the name of that bugbear bar?
In mine, I have no fucking clue, bro. I came up with that shit on the spot and then just fucking role played my heart.
It was
out.
the Mystical Manticore was where we stayed, right? Because I remember that
Oh
was
my
why
God.
I made the joke about the Mystical Minotaur. This is 100% a reference. But no, the Gnome Hole it is.
To the gnome. Look, I think I do a good job of being able to just bullshit stuff into the story for the bit.
Yeah.
I like Harrison. I created almost an entire like culture for bugbear people on the fly. Like their entire history, everything, bam, on the fly in the middle.
And
of the
use one
session.
of my characters as a reference as well.
Yes.
I like that.
So we're gonna go to the
Alrighty.
Gnome Hole.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go to this goblin hole.
Alrighty.
This is an issue.
It is right on the edge of the city.
Fuck yeah.
It's got a very delightful little sign out the front that says Gnome Hole, the O being conspicuously placed on, well, a gnome facing the other way. As
Here's a question: how close is a bounty board to this place?
it's probably a decent while. It's not like this place is immediately close to. It's not a far away. Like
If
it
it's
would
like
be-
5 minutes, it's like I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
it would be maybe like 15-ish minutes. You could probably sprint it in like 5 minutes, but assuming you're not sprinting through the streets like a fucking madman, like 15, 20.
Look,
I'm not that needy for money yet.
We'll leave it for now. We can have a look at the. You can go and have a look at the things tomorrow.
And another thing of note, the front entrance to it is about 5 feet tall.
Oh.
Hell yeah,
So,
brothers!
All you
Hell
tall
yeah.
motherfuckers have to really duck to get in there.
6'3".
Hell yeah!
Yo.
Yeah,
I
on the
only-
other side of the door, it's like as you all walk through, Sharir, you can't stand up fully. The ceiling is probably about 6 feet high, so Sharir's kind of got to hunch a little bit to walk
Oh my
around.
god,
in here.
6'3",
Sharir,
6'7".
me.
Harry's
Oh.
like
What did you
5.
say? Sharir's 6'7".
Yep, I was wrong
Oh,
with the
you've got to
6'3".
hunch significantly.
Now, okay, is there a table that he can sit at? So
Is
he's
all
not
the
like.
do I have to have my legs
How big are
extended
the
out
tables?
underneath the table just
God,
to sit properly?
I hope they've got outside tables.
It's all like
Can
round tables, almost like booths around the place, but without like the on the outer sides of the room. It's a like for the low ceiling, it's horizontally a pretty large place.
Oh, dude, lots of square footage.
There's lots and lots of tables. The place is largely packed. There's a lot of people shouting and laughing, and there's gambling. There's thorough drinking going on at every table. Probably the one thing everyone in this room has in common is that they're either plastered or getting there.
And what's
Fuck
the?
yeah.
I'm guessing these are all like
This
dwarves,
place
gnomes.
is almost exclusively, yes, dwargers and deep gnomes.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah. Fuck yeah,
Maybe we
boys.
chose the wrong place.
No, it's perfect.
Yeah, absolutely at the right place.
Do they just?
Taran, rave time.
Here's a
Oh my
question: Does
God,
anyone
yes.
stop to
Fine.
realize, like, what the fuck are these tall fuckers doing here?
Yeah, you get a couple looks around, and as soon as you walk in, as soon as Sharir especially walks in, a couple of them look up, they stare for a moment, and then they start pissing themselves laughing, smacking the table, and they're like, Tiny! Come join us!
What? Are they?
Sorry, I accidentally yanked my fucking headphones off my head.
Maddie is about to
They-
die.
Oh,
They call out to fucking Sharir in particular. They're like, come join us, Tiny!
Tiny, let's go.
All right, I'm guessing Tiny here.
Do you go over to them or?
Yeah,
do you
sure.
stick-
Is there a food on the table?
Yeah, they got plenty of food.
Where's
As
the
you
dwarvish
walk-
ones? The dwarvish food.
There's a mix of both of them at the table. There's the place is mostly meat and stews on the table.
Wait, what language were they speaking? Because
Oh fuck you!
oh
I
my
mean,
God.
Dwarvish.
It's my own thing. It would have been dwarfish.
okay, I understand dwarvish.
Okay.
I mean, it worked.
I keep forgetting my own thing. I was so proud of the dynamic it made, and I've forgotten it on literally every encounter tonight.
It's so funny. It's okay because I won't.
But yeah, so you go join them, and as you're walking over to them, the guys at the table are sitting there beating on the table. They're like, "Tiny, tiny, tiny, tiny."
Oh God.
They're very drunk and very excited at your presence here.
Berno turns to Taran and is like, we gave one of the two most questionable people in our adventure, and we brought them in front of more fucking people who they thought were slaves somewhere else. I'm whispering this, by the way. I'm trying not to be very loud. And now he's becoming a martyr. Christ almighty.
He's gonna be like, have you heard about your Lord and Savior, me?
These guys are too plastered to even care about that. I think we'll be fine.
I'm just gonna, like, as soon as I can, just make them learn the words of party dragon in Draconic.
Party dragon.
As soon as you sit down with them, one immediately, obviously the most drunk at the table, a deep gnome, he jumps up and he stands on the table and leans on your shoulder, which is about at his head height on the table while you're sitting at the stool. By the way, comically small next to Sharir.
I'm also
He's
gonna
like-
cast Thaumaturgy and yell out Tiny.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
you, my friend, seem like exactly what I need for because all these fucking pussyfoots aren't game for it. And then another
Well,
one at
you
the
cut
table.
out for what you said what you were gonna do.
I don't think you need to know.
Fuck you.
Sorry. He says, you, my friend, seem like exactly the kind of man I need for a treasure hunt. And another one at the table speaks up. He's like, shut up, Guinea.
Treasure,
You're
you
not
say?
fucking going there. Don't let him talk to you. He's the village idiot. He doesn't. This fucking idiot wants to go to the Dark Lady's manor. Thinks he's got a plan.
Did Duergar have an Australian accent?
Let
No,
him
that's
be.
a
Just
deep
let him
gnome.
be.
That's a deep gnome. Speak.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's just Jaden, bro.
That's a
Damn
gnome. My. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Deep gnomes are Australian now.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, to be fair, in actual
no.
law, Terrell are Australian because they're the outback.
Hear me out. She doesn't like the drow. It's always been the drow that don't come back, right? Except for all the others that weren't drow that didn't come back from that place, Guinea. Yeah, but ignoring that, I reckon we go there. We just introduce ourselves politely. We say, look, we're just friends here. We heard you're late. And then we woo her. And once we have her distracted, We spend the night there. When she goes to sleep, then we take the stuff, we get out.
You, my friend, sound like you need another drink.
You know what? I think you're right.
What the fuck?
Barkeep!
God. Oh, God.
Is this gnome drinking like dwarf standard liquor or?
Yes. They've got strong shit here.
But he's a deep gnome. What the fuck? All right, I'm joining into these drinks. I proceed to try and call over the other guys. Like, yo, guys, they want to raid the ladies' manor.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You see Frodo just like go fully blank faced and like the eyes just open wide.
I'm gonna slap him on the shoulder. This one's up to you to fix. I've done my fair share.
Oh fuck. Oh, Frodo walks out. Frodo leaves.
What's everyone else doing?
Once
Thrawn's
again,
actually,
Cherno's going to wait outside for everyone.
Thrawn is going to potentially talk to whatever owners are here about selling our the meat that we got from the displacer beast.
How
Okay.
well procured was that butchered? Or how well butchered was that spice beast?
Well, we butchered it. Like, it might not have been the best because there's blood everywhere, but we did manage to like cut up a whole animal and dry it and prepare it. So, like, you know, we have at least some.
Okay. All right. So are you just going up to like a barkeep or something to?
Yeah, I might, I might find a table. We might order a drink, but then, like, at some point, I do want to ask them. I'm like, hey, like, I was wondering, like, if you guys would be interested in purchasing, any displacer beast meat that we managed to get while out in the wilds.
Okay. The barkeep, the Dwerga lady there, immediately turns around, walks out, and pokes her head around the corner and says, "Broga! Meat shipment!" And then she goes back to tending to others. And a couple moments later, you see a burly woman in what appears to be very worn down apron and something resembling some kind of culinary hat comes out, still holding the cleaver. She takes a moment, comes over, spits on the floor. "What you got for me?"
Well, I was wondering if you would be interested in any displacer meat.
"I could stew it."
Clearly.
Like, how much you got?
How much do we have?
You've got, we'll say, one displacer beast's worth
Yeah,
of
there's only one.
decent
Okay,
meat.
yeah.
That's not actually that much meat, though. Like, they're fairly lean creatures.
They are also
it's like-
large creatures.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. It's like they're big, but they're lean. So it's like there's not much in the way of good meat.
They're like moose during the winter.
Kinda, yeah. They're not as big as moose.
What would win,
Nowhere near
one
that,
moose or
but
displacer beast?
probably a moose, let's be honest. Oh, maybe,
Uh,
actually. Like panthers and whatnot punch above their weight class.
Yeah,
Anyways.
I might sell whatever meat and stuff we do have here. How much would we get for a displacer beast's worth of like meat?
How many of you are there?
What? The fuck?
How many with you?
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Go your tab for the night. How about that? Owner's not here. I can't buy for 'em. I can chuck it in the meat tonight, though. You want drinks? I can do that.
How busy is this place?
It's packed.
How about this? I give you the meat, you cover our tabs for the night. I come help you out back with serving and cooking, and you chuck some gold my way for it.
You know much about cooking?
I used to own my own tavern, my own inn. I was the chef as well.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Okay.
You now have to put Gnome Hole on your resume.
19 with my plus 11.
That's a pretty shit roll, but also a good score. Fuck it, outside spices, all that. Why not? Come on back.
Cool, hell yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
Now
Yeah,
here's the
that's
question.
what I'm doing for the night. I'm gonna help them cook. I wanna.
The place back there is very much not up to health and safety standards.
That's
Just
fine.
like
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, the place is pretty much. Imagine if you had the butchers out in the corner of the kitchen. Is pretty much what you find back there. But
Okay.
yeah, it's
How much is it going to take for me to rally this kitchen? And actually, because you said this place is like
Inspire
packed,
them.
it's relatively early in the night. Yeah, I want to see if I can, if there's a lull in the orders at all, just be like, okay, fuck this, and I want to try and fix it up and be like, oh, no, you know what? No. Thrawn isn't pushy like that.
Thrawn
He-
isn't pushy.
Thrawn would be like, okay, so you like making stew, that's so you can serve a lot of people. What other things do you serve here? What kind of other ingredients do you have? Do you have, for example, do you have any mushrooms or any
Dairy.
He's trying to think of ingredients that would be like anything like potatoes, onions.
Potatoes do grow everywhere.
Also have potatoes.
He's
Calm down.
asking because he doesn't know a shit ton about goblin culinary experiences.
But it
These aren't
really-
goblins.
He has been brought in as a like very casual guy, and he's like, you know what?
pretty much. Yeah, we got mushrooms. Use them in the broth. You can fish them out if you want.
All right, I'm going to try something, and we're going to see if the customers enjoy it. I'm going to using a lot of the displacer meat. Like I'll take like half of it, and then whatever mushrooms I can find, and like maybe some onions. I'm going to braise the displacer beast meat and like fry up the mushrooms and stuff as well, and like add whatever spices I can find in for it, try and make it great. Like actually make this like a lot of it. I'm trying to make as much as I can to keep up with it, but not just like a normal stew. But for Sharia's, I specifically go looking for like magnesium or some shit to like pour on it.
Yes.
That's funny.
Spicy.
All right.
Just get some aluminium oxide and rust, chuck it in there.
But I'll do some cooking, and after a lot, like after I've cooked up whatever meat and stuff like that, I'll probably help serve drinks.
Okay. Do you have proficiency with cooking?
Yes, I actually do.
Okay. Give me a roll with those.
Okay.
With your proficiency, and I'm going to say wisdom.
It is a wisdom-based thing. I got a 15.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you do it. You do a remarkably good job for what you have to work with, because as you learn, most of the vegetables in this place are sitting in broths and gravies and stuff like that. And when they need to make a new batch, they scoop it out of the old batch and put it into the new batch. It's a lot of reused vegetables, but you do manage to make
I
something.
saved those poor things from their fate.
Wait,
and
no,
it's
they're
not
just doing the eternal soups. The stuff that just never stops boiling.
No. Important point of clarity. It's not, a batch of broth gets low, they take the food out and put it in another one to make a new batch from that. No. I mean, they take it out of the broth to put it into the gravy. Different foods, different meals.
Oh,
It's all using the exact same veggies.
I'm fucking glad that I did that shit then.
But yeah, so you do manage to make decent food. The head
Barbie-
cook of the kitchen. She sees it, and when she sees it going out, she's like, "Oi, oi, oi! Charge him double for that one."
My gosh.
Man,
Yeah,
you're making some of that fancy stuff.
you
Go up the price for it.
know, I'll make a specific one for the head chef. Like, I'll make a plate of it for her. It's like, you ever sit down for take 5. We'll cover this for you.
That would be crazy if she takes you up on this offer.
Does she?
Headphones just died.
During a lull, there's like a
Yeah.
brief moment where you just get a head, and she'll take a moment to take a bite to eat. Not bad, Twig. Needs more meat.
Yeah, fair.
No.
Bit too seasoned.
No,
But
well,
not bad.
I didn't rub it in the dirt enough, but you know.
I
Oh my
reckon-
god.
I reckon that might have done it, actually.
Now,
yeah.
since he's a
yeah.
gnome drinking this, I'd like to start a drinking competition.
He's gonna.
All right.
Tab is covered for the night, lads. Tab
Oh
is
my
covered
God.
for the night.
What is everyone else doing, by the way?
Ferno does return, and as seeing that Thrawn is gone. Thrawn? Yeah, it's the
Yes.
right T. He goes to ask for a glass of wine.
I
You're asking for that
refuse to
Rick
serve
bougie
him.
shit.
Aren't you in the kitchen, Dick? You can't refuse to serve me.
I don't give that guy any alcohol. He's a minor.
I hate you so much.
No, I'm obviously not fucking doing
I
it.
know, that's funny as though.
Pretty
Brent,
I do.
I think you got the wrong tavern. We ain't serving any of that shit here.
He'll have some rum.
I can do that. He pours you
2 fingers of rum, no
Not-
eyes.
yes, but not in a glass. It's just like a small metal cup.
A tin.
Yeah, pretty much. You get a tin of rum, and
It's
he
still
hands
got
that
like
to you,
food. It's still
and
got
he
food crumbs on it.
immediately walks across the bar to the next person and ignores any further input from you.
I sort of swirl it, sniff it, and then I like swallow it anyway, and then just sort of walk somewhere in the corner of the bar where he can't see me depressingly drinking this thing that he didn't charge me for. Unbeknownst to me, I don't know that we don't have a free tab.
I thought you were going to say you
Is
were going
this
to be like.
straight rum as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
There's
thought
no
you were going to be
mixer.
like.
It's just rum.
I thought you were going to be like, and I throw it up.
No.
Yeah,
You gotta try.
Rodgo would probably
everyone's
be
doing that.
doing
Ferno's
drinking,
doing that. Sheree's with the gnomes. What's Theo and Taryn at the moment in the tavern?
Theo, I think
I will
So-
say, I will have let them know that our tab to a reasonable degree is covered for the night. I wouldn't have just left them out in the lurch.
Now, Cherie doesn't know what reasonable is.
You're with the gnomes, but that is actually the funniest shit he's ever said.
Theo is actually going to do what he set out to do earlier and actually try and get some information about just the city, just like how's the shit going, how's Lustra doing, how's the government going, because that's the best place to learn about a government. It's by a guy with a drink in his hand.
Oh, no, a minority group drinking.
But it's mostly just going to be on like eavesdropping on other people's conversations using his high passive perception. Is just essentially what it's going to be.
Okay. All right. Let's see. You hear a bit of gossip about Wava being like, fucking Guinea's talking about the lady's manner. One of these days, he's actually going to have to go. Fucking, she's gonna eat him, I reckon. Eat him? Why the fuck would she eat him? Well, she's some kind of cannibal, I reckon. That's why no one comes back. Well, the one person that did had their face gone. She ate it. Nah. Mate, Face melted like that? That's obviously dragon that did that. What the fuck would a dragon be doing down here? I reckon she's a lich. That's what I reckon, why she's got all dark magics and stuff like that.
Lich,
This
lich,
lady is now just
lich.
a dragon, dragon, dragon.
He heard one of his trigger words.
No. It was one of the priestesses that had that happen to her, remember? Why you reckon she's like some kind of priestess alone? Reckon it was done as a show of power. You know, like a fuck you, lols, get fucking, you fucking cellcast weirdos gotta get out of my place, you know, something
God,
like
I love
that. I reckon
Australians.
that, like, I reckon that. They go on for a while. It's mostly them just arguing about what they think the Dark Lady is.
Yep. Now I just wanna make sure because I thought I heard it, but I wasn't sure if I heard it.
You
When
said
it was
lich,
like,
correct?
no, I heard that one. I heard that one. I
Dragon.
thought I heard something about saloon in there, or did I just miss something?
You heard about that, yes.
Yeah, saloon. Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure because I couldn't tell if it was just cut out.
Like the
Yes.
goddess.
Yeah,
Correct.
saloon the goddess,
The good drow
yes.
god.
which I do not know
Yes.
about.
If you ask Thorn.
I might because
But
I
then
know
again-
you've been reading about religion.
Nah,
Yeah.
history, bro, history.
His
Not
religious studies have shown.
See, that's the
Karen
issue
also
with our
knows
current
about-
government.
Drow gods.
Why is there separation of church and state? This is bullshit.
Sorry.
Everybody's gonna learn about my god.
Is there anything like? Is
I
there any
didn't pray
other
to
things
God, I became one.
I can pick up just from the tavern? I mean, that was really juicy and very nice.
I mean, generally speaking, there's a lot of working class discontent.
Yep.
There doesn't seem to be any large conspiracies.
Yeah,
You do catch mention of, yeah, there was another slave break from Luma.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking got out again. Got away with them. Some of them Yara went missing. Oh, yeah. And found them. Reckon they died in the swamp. That's about as much mention as you get of it, though. That's probably the most in terms of conspiracy you get
Yeah.
there. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no poignant thoughts about the state of society, though.
Oh.
Ladies, man.
Society makes
could go to the ladies.
Also, I fucking love
The
the
fall of
fucking
society.
Dark Ladies.
You gotta
How
be
it's like
careful with that.
fucking lich, dragon, lich, dragon, lich, dragon. Fucking
I'm not gonna lie.
immediately perk up.
The only thing you missed in that is Carsus, and then Ferno also would have been like,
Yeah,
Dad?
if he said something about Carson, it's all three people looking.
Thrawn's in the kitchen, like, God.
no, Thrawn just needs to hear the word drow, and then he'll be set off again.
Actually, speaking of, what's Taran up to? How's he going?
Aaron is trying to make some money.
So
the
he's at
last
the
time we went-
gambling tables, I'll bet.
Oh
Or
yeah,
are you looking
absolutely.
for
Let's go
honest
gambling.
work?
that's funny.
I was
Jay.
going to put on a performance, but you mentioned gambling tables, so
You can do whichever you like.
I love
let's
it.
go gambling tables. See if I can learn anything while I'm
I have
there.
proficiency with cards. Does anyone else?
I have
Alright.
proficiency in.
I have more than
I have proficiency in seeing cheats, which I will not speak about.
Alright.
Read maps.
So, we gotta say, if you're going to gamble, what kind of money are you wagering?
I literally only have gold pieces on me.
No, I mean as in how much?
Let's start it.
Everything.
Because
We'll
we'll
start
say,
at
like,
10 and we'll
whatever
go
you...
from there.
Okay. how much would you be willing to bet over the course of the night? Because instead of doing a bunch of incremental stuff, I'll probably just do a roll for how well you do, and we'll see how much money you make or lose off of that.
Let's just go with 50 for now.
50. All right. Give me. I'm assuming you're going to pick something you have proficiency in. Do you have proficiency in like playing set or anything like that?
I have a proficiency in playing cards. And
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm assuming you'll probably sit down with the cards. So add your proficiency to the check. Furthermore, do you intend to cheat?
No,
No?
Ooh.
Okay.
How noble of him.
So then just charisma and your proficiency.
it's a 28. I'll roll enough for 20.
He's actually about
Fucking
to
hell.
steal
Okay.
money. Bro, I'm about to witness a murder.
Someone's about to sell their child into slavery, and it's not going to Sharia.
Yeah, okay. 0.05.
Ooh, there's maths going on. Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen?
My favorite part is I'm not a narc, but I might have to be to save this poor man.
Alrighty.
Right, Taryn can take 5 guys at once. It's fine.
I know,
Gonna
but
fight,
then
right?
like we're gonna be known by the law.
Right, right?
Okay, so times.
I just heard the word times.
Okay, so you come out. You go in with 50. You come out with 140.
Oh
So
no!
you made 90 gold by the time the others in the tavern started to just fold as soon as you started playing. And no one
Jesus
wanted
Christ.
to play with you after too much
Did
winning.
anyone like call him out for cheating or anything like that?
He didn't cheat.
A couple
I know,
people,
but like
a couple people
Taryn
tried,
rolls his
especially
sleeves up
after.
as he approaches the tables.
this motherfucker cheating somehow. Don't know
But
how.
yeah, it's none of it ever really goes anywhere because he very obviously wasn't actually cheating. People just stop wanting to play with him. There's some distrust there because he's doing too good. He can't be doing it, but we don't know how he's cheating.
I'm gonna love Taryn comes out and goes, guys, look at the money I made tonight. And Taryn's just like, yeah. That's good then.
But yeah, so that's the goal. But was there stuff that you wanted to do during? You said something about information. Is there anything that you're wanting to ask or?
Yeah. Let's ask. So this is very obviously a place where, you know, not drow gathering. I'm gonna
Correct.
ask about what people are feeling about the drow and all that. Like, what's it like living down here? You know.
Jaden's about to drop 8 slurs in this next sentence.
like
Well,
spider,
Well,
spider
I wasn't
fucking.
born with silk in me ass, so I gotta fucking work for my living.
Hell yeah, brother.
There's a racial divide between the drow and everyone else.
No
In
shit.
case you haven't noticed, but it goes both ways.
Aaron can't speak Elvish, so it's fine.
No, Maddie? Oh, Maddie's here. Oh,
Yeah, that was
Oh,
Maddie.
Maddie. What in the fuck?
They didn't mean to make herself not muted.
What? I made the mistake of looking at Discord. What the fuck is that, Harrison?
Oh, what do you think? Is it Sharia at the gnome hole? I don't know what to tell you.
This is from Men in Black.
How terrifying!
Like
it's
the
either...
second one, about 2/3 of the way through the film.
Okay,
I'll
here's a
get
question: how terrifying or like how welcoming does Turia look when he's hunched over, walking towards this group of gnomes? Like, does he just have a smile on his face or what?
Does he? Does Shuri? Is Shuri having a good time? That's for
Yeah,
you.
that's
so like
true.
at the start, it's like, okay, I'm walking over, hunched over, like casual,
Are you walking head first or like hips first?
head first.
He can't.
Are you like?
He's
Are you-
No.
walking across the road.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Actually though, he has to walk hip first. He can't. His head can't. Like he has to hunch over. He can't walk head first.
No, I'm
He's
saying that
like-
is he leaning with his head out in front, or is he pushing his like hips out forward?
He's
And then like,
leaning with his head forward first, or he's trying to.
Is he hunching or is he limbo?
Is he clenched?
He's hunching over.
And then the
Is-
biggest
And was the girth good too as well for you?
Jesus Christ. Anyways, largely speaking, for your stature compared to everyone around here, you're like weirdly popular, seemingly on that basis alone.
I
Like,
am gonna
the
try.
fucking 6'7" behemoth that's just walked in is like the funniest shit they've seen all night.
I'm gonna try to get them to call me Valsha Drousham.
Valsha
Or
Drousham.
Vulsha Drousham.
That's the shit they're gonna be like chanting.
Yep, I'll put a message in the Roll20.
Is that
how it's
Party
spelled.
Dragon?
Yep, it's Party Dragon.
You know what? Fuck it. Give me. It's gonna be a charisma one.
Persuasion?
I'm debating persuasion or performance. I'm veering towards performance. Give me performance.
Ah! The only thing I don't have proficiency in, aside from deception.
Oh, so
When it
you're
comes to
telling me the dragon can't dance?
Oh.
More so
Oh.
how well he can work the crowd into giving him an.
Alright, I used 2 luck points just to get
No!
a D. I could use my third one.
You did not use luck for this.
I could use my third one to see if I could get higher than 16,
Oh, fucking hell.
which I am now.
He wants the party
No,
dragon.
it's 16's the highest it's going to be.
He used all of them.
Alright.
He wants it so bad.
They butcher the pronunciation, but you convince them to try. By the end of the night, they're like, "Hey, vulture! Vulture dragon! Vulture dragon! Vulture dragon!"
Fair enough.
So, Jaden, how much money did we make in total? Taryn made 40 gold. What did I get for all my
It
efforts?
made a total of 90 gold. Thank you.
How much business did I give this establishment thanks to the group of people?
Well, you were drinking for free, so
Yeah,
I know, but I got all these other to pay for drinks as well.
they were already drinking.
Nick, Thrawn, on your way out at the end of the night, she hands you a decently hefty pouch of coins. A little bit extra in there for the good work tonight. You count it out, it's about 75 silver.
7 gold.
You nearly
That-
earned
that-
1 gold. Or you nearly earned 10 gold.
that's fine. Thrawn wasn't going to be drinking, so
It's
um,
that's a solid wage for
for
just a
someone
worker. Yeah.
Yeah.
As it turns out, though, gambling is the way to go if you want to make
Yeah.
lots of money.
Alright. Now here's a question.
Yeah. Well, like, look, I was just going to say, to be fair, like, Thrawn just wanted to make sure his friends had a good time out. And to make
Okay,
some
Brett,
money...
I'm probably off now. I think everything's all sorted. Has this been all right? I know we don't have like a cheat sheet
Talking
here,
to
but I've
Brett.
just been. I mean, it helps me set up Blue Bench, and so I've just been leaving it there. Is that all good?
Craig,
That's
you
all
hearing
good.
this shit?
Alrighty then.
She?
Ready? Oh,
Right.
Is she
Can
not
you
talking
can
to
you
us?
can you bring your
No,
pizza over?
I
No,
mentioned.
Sitting up there.
I was gonna
Nadia-
say I mentioned to
Nadia is not
Eugen that
talking
we'll
to
need
us.
like
I
a
muted her,
tag
so I
for
I'm
BL.
assuming
I
this
didn't
is
realize it
us.
would be twice
Yeah,
the
she's
size
not
of
meant
the
to be not
rest
unmuted.
of
You
them.
should keep talking so
She's
it's really
just
hard
like
for her to
talking.
talk.
Yeah, no, she's just like schizophrenically laughing to herself while
Alrighty
talking
then.
to her
See you
boss.
tomorrow.
Hey guys,
Okay.
I'm off to. I'm going home.
Bring the barbecue
Sounds like
pizza.
a fucking
No.
psychopath.
No, she was talking to Brett, who's like a guy who trained her. So yeah, and he starts work like as Matt, like just after Maddie finishes.
Right. She
So
was very distracted by the voices in her head, though.
It is very funny.
So she started talking like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "I heard, okay, guys, I'm off now," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." She like,
Yeah,
She's
that's
gonna
what I
leave.
listening. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, Brett," and I'm like, "Ah, I see what's happened here."
That's so
Also,
funny.
we discovered her vulnerability and immediately pounced on her. We are fantastic friends.
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh shit, is this on?" And I'm like, "Everyone talk more, please."
But yeah. All right. So after the night out, do you guys go back to the inn?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, where was the gnome hole at the gnome hole, Jaden? This is important questions.
Yeah. Where's
Oh
the
my
glory
God.
gnome hole?
Did
Say
any
it
of us
slow.
use the bathroom?
What?
Because it's a no.
No,
What?
there's no glory hole there.
What? There's no gnome glory hole at the gnome hole? Are you
His name is
serious?
Ronan Sweeney.
What the
It's
fuck?
a small little
It's
fucking
the
pit,
whole reason we
basically.
came here.
There are a bunch of gnomes.
It's just a
At
pit in the back.
at some
Okay.
point, I accidentally unmuted. Yes, you did, Maddie. Oh,
It was
delightful.
very funny. We enjoyed it.
I'm sorry, Jaden. That's the only reason we came to the gnome hole, for the gnome glory hole. What the fuck?
Are you sure it wasn't Sharir at the gnome hole we came to the gnome hole for?
You guys came to the gnome hole because it was called the gnome hole, and as soon as I named it that, I knew you guys were going to want to go there because you're a bunch of children.
Hey, you said it like you would have gone to the gnome hole in any other
It's a-
campaign.
Well, actually,
Oh,
no.
absolutely. I'm not saying I'm not a children. What?
You're not a children, or you're not a child?
I'm not
He
a
is in
child.
three
Not a
children
No,
stacked in a
no,
trench
yeah,
coat.
I was about to say he's 3 children in a trench coat.
All right. So here's a question:
Anyways.
how much did everyone
Has
drink?
anyone ever seen Jaden and 3 children in a trench coat in the same room? If not, they could be the same.
Stop.
If they have seen that, maybe Jaden shouldn't be near children.
Yeah, that's the same.
Jaden just needs his meds administered to his neck
Right.
every time someone sees him.
Oh no, Maddie
So
didn't hear any of
anyway.
our bullshit. I mean, it's...
I know.
So you go back to the inn. I'm assuming you're all going to long rest.
Yeah.
Are
How
there
drunk
any
are we all?
other errands that anyone wants to do?
No.
Before I do that, Thrawn.
Uh,
Do you know
yes,
anything about Saloon?
I'm currently like using like the edge of a knife to like pick as much grime out from under my fingernails as possible, and like wiping, like trying to clean my hands of all the like 10 years worth of old oil that was on things when I touched them in the goblin hole or the fucking whatever it was called, the gnome hole.
Oh, the gnome
Just
hole.
You don't think you'll ever quite wash the gnome hole dirt off of you?
Well, okay, Saloon is like the goddess of light, isn't she? Let me quickly look that up. Because Fane, what the fuck? No, wrong campaign.
Saloon is the goddess of light. However, I have no
He
idea
is-
what that is.
Based on like how he was raised, his knowledge isn't going to be super in depth, but yes, he is aware of Saloon.
Cool. So, I was just kind of,
Yeah. I've heard of
I was
Saloon.
just
She's one of the elven goddesses. Why do you ask?
because I was listening to a lot of the talk in the tavern. There was a lot of talk on the Ladies' Manor, especially about that one gnome that really wanted to convince us to go to the Ladies' Manor.
Oh yes, I could hear him from that back.
Ferno corrects the record. No, that was that's just for Sharia to deal with. I'm not fucking doing that.
No, we're obviously not going to the Ladies' Manor. Not yet. Not until we find out more about it.
However, I did learn. Well, I mean, so it is a lot. It is a lot based on rumor, so we could probably figure out more. But it's very clear that like it's very clear to me, at least rumor on the street, she's definitely like an enemy of Drow. They thought that maybe there's a lot of things. What kind of happened, or what is said to happen, is that Drows don't go there and don't really come back, even though that also happens to a lot of other races. But the people pick up on.
So
People pick
anyone
up
that
on the
goes there
Drow.
doesn't. Yeah, because
Yeah,
the
but
Drow
they-
are like the superior master race.
Yeah, all that jazz. There was a lot of
What does
rumors
this have to
about.
do with Saloon?
It's rumors about the lady being a priestess of Saloon.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Also, a bunch of black magic as well, a dragon and a lich. And honestly, I'm just gonna think about the priestess part because none of that makes any sense.
Well, there are purple dragons down in the Underdark.
Yes.
Well, okay. Saloon is more related to Lady Shah. They're kind of counterparts. One's like the moon, the other one's like the shadow cast, like the dark side of the moon, more or less. There's like shadows and stuff like that. If anyone were to have any kind of power down here, it probably would be the latter.
Can I do a religion check just to see if I understand any of the shit they're talking about?
Go for it.
But while that's
That's
happening, I'll just say like,
yeah, no, this is all news to you, mate.
yeah.
It's one of those new gods. Okay.
No, actually, she's been around for quite a while.
What are you talking about? I'm older than most of the gods.
What? Anyhow, but yes, no, she's the goddess of navigation, divination. Let me think. I think there was something to do with werewolves, because of the moon. But pretty much goddess of the moon is kind of like her most notable title.
Okay, goddess of the moon. This is Saloon, right?
Yes.
Lady Shah is
like
the darkness.
I'll give you the official thing. So Shah is a lady of loss or the mistress of the night. So she's the goddess of darkness and night.
Cool.
She's actually the twin sister of Saloon.
So we probably need to look into it a little bit further before going to Lady's Manor, but the lady might be an ally if she is like a priestess of Saloon. Because I reckon Saloon does not like lulz. But who knows?
Actually, can I do a history check? Because I don't want to go researching it. Is there, in the stuff that even in the stuff I was reading today, was there any real major mentions of Saloon or like Shah, like any rivalries or anything that they might have heard?
Nothing super specific. There were mentions of like every now and then Saloonite cults being stamped out. It like among the gods that popped up, she was probably she was probably the most prolific, other than Lolth. And by that I mean she was mentioned the most.
Yes. Okay.
There's not so much in terms of like, oh yeah, specific accounts of interactions between Lolth and Saloon.
Yeah. I'll more or less just be like, yeah, no, she was mentioned more, but the main thing that I knew Saloon for was my mother used to offer a prayer when she would travel to places unknown. She'd use the stars and the moon to guide herself through the night.
Is Saloon the daughter of Wolf?
No clue.
I forget. Believe it or not, I'm not actually super familiar
'Cause
with
I
a lot
do-
of the lore behind the god. Not even
Because I do know the one good drow god there is actually the daughter of the head Elvish god pantheon and Lolth.
Yeah, isn't that Lustra?
No idea. Anyway, just
I didn't know.
No, you go.
No, you're right.
Okay, it's just Theo being like, yeah, I just wanted to say that that's like the most interesting information I got out of that. But like the lady could be an ally, but we'd have to research it more since nobody like.
Okay.
It made it.
Yeah, Lustra would probably be the one that popped up the most, not Saloon.
Okay, Ellis.
Okay.
Because Lustra is like a big one on redemption and whatnot. So if Drow are
She's
going
like the
to abandon
goddess.
religion on Lolth, it's going to be to Lustra, basically. So that would be the main cult that pops up.
Right. And the lady is like from the rumor. It was still like, oh, could be saloon. Not. It doesn't change to like Lustra. It's still saloon.
Yeah, right at so yeah, Jen, would that still technically be saloon, or would we say it would be Illustra's?
I'm gonna say Elustre would make more sense.
Cool.
Like I
Okay,
mixed up my gods a little bit.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. I barely
There's
know.
so many of them.
Yeah.
I'll send over the actual like writing, the how it's
Trying
written.
to make sure I actually
later.
spell it correctly.
Yeah.
It is spelled
I was literally just putting it in the chat.
EILISTRAEE.
I was literally just putting it in the chat.
That's it.
But yes, no. Other than general knowledge about them, nothing major. I know that she like that. She was part of like Mystra's like pantheon. She's probably one of the other greater goddesses that are known, considering she's the goddess of magic. But yes.
Anyway, just food for thought.
No, definitely make note of that. Might
Uh,
be worth brushing up on some general knowledge on Illustrae.
if we hear about a gnome going missing, his name is Guinea, and I feel sad. I feel bad for him.
Don't. That's just my response. Don't feel bad.
He's gonna spread my name.
No, he is going to walk into the Lady's
Fuck's
Manor and not
sakes.
come back.
Everything all good?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just dying a lot in Skyrim, but that is
Feels
fine.
Feels bad.
Oh, good. So were you gonna long rest?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Time.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, I get my luck points
Sweet.
back.
You have a long
Yay.
rest. You wake up in the morning. You're all, getting up, getting ready, starting to meet out in the hall. Theo, with your ears
Uh-oh.
so sharp,
Uh-oh.
you hear at the bottom of the stairs, you can hear a mostly muffled but intelligible enough conversation downstairs. Ah, sister, how are you this fine? How may I help? We are currently investigating potential. Fuck. Oh my fuck, I'm blanking on the word. Not refugee.
It would.
Immigrants.
Immigrants.
Not
Immigrants.
immigrants. It's someone that's like on the run from the law.
Oh,
Terrorists.
No, outlaws.
Criminals.
But it'll come back to me at night when I'm
A
Next
awake
medium?
in bed, I'm sure.
A
But
small medium
okay.
at large?
Taco
No.
speakers.
fucking. We are currently investigating potential resistance groups.
sympathizers. Let's go.
We have lost contact with some of our men. A unit of Miaga have gone missing. We're just investigating. Are there any out-of-towners that have
The
booked
moment
with you recently?
Theo hears that, because he knows he doesn't have very long, he, as fast as he can, immediately goes to get Thrawn. He will sneak his way to Thrawn and be like, emergency, emergency, emergency.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Okay.
What?
We're about to get questioned about us being here and the swamp. Where's Throdgar? I need to get him out of here.
I think I was actually rooming with Throdgar, so
Throdgar.
So
Yeah.
one thing that I'm going to tell you is real quick. The only way out through the building is down the stairs where you can hear this conversation happening. Like it's presumably at the desk, which
Maybe
is
for
right
you
next to the
guys.
stairs.
No,
So
Or
wait,
there are
who's
windows.
bunking with me?
okay. No, okay.
It would have been
Hear
me.
me. Okay, Theo.
But
Theo, go to.
We
go
don't
talk,
have enough time.
No, go let the others know. I'll head downstairs. Perhaps I can intercept.
All right.
So
Alright.
I'm going to pull like my weapon, I'm buckle up my belt with like my scabbard, like with my sheath and stuff on it. And then I'm going to like walk downstairs, give like a big yawn, like hey, and like seeing that they're having a discussion, I'm just kind of like walk down, and I'm just going to like head towards whatever like dining area there is, and like give like a wave to the person at the front. Is breakfast served yet? Is it ready?
Ooh, breakfast. I'm coming down the stairs now.
I
You're up.
no.
He's literally upstairs.
I
Warning
haven't gone to get you yet. I mean, but you would have seen me run out of the room, like
Yeah,
as soon as
that's
you
why
got
I'm
here.
like, okay, he ran to Thrawn's room
Ah.
because I don't know which one's closer to the stairs or not.
Okay.
This would be the most recent example. Excuse me. The sister here would like to have a word with you and your friend. I
Oh,
think we might leave it there for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thrawn will respond with, of course, anything that we might do to be able to help. But yeah,
Okay.
okay.
But that's where we'll pick up next session.
I'm just gonna quickly.
Don't worry, guys. I'll keep us alive.
Yeah.
Zone of truth. Have you killed a drow in the last
Fugitive is the word that I was looking for.
I just had a fugitive run up to me in Skyrim, literally as you said it. All right.
Yeah, I was watching over your shoulder. That's why it came up to me.
It came to you? What the fuck?
But no, that was a fun one. You guys are a
Hmm.
fucking menace in taverns. I need to stop putting taverns in the world.
That's how. No, I need taverns. I need my information, Jaden.
And it's not our fault. It's like it's entirely Taran's fault. It's not our fault that Taran just like weasels people out of all their money in taverns.
Can I get, because I feel like it'll be important since there are two people in this party that will say something wrong immediately and will cause a fight. Where
No.
We
exactly?
can lock them in a room and I can cast silence on them. That'll work.
No, hear me out. That's just going to raise way, way, way too much suspicion. Hopefully, yeah, we like more or less we all came to a conclusion on what our actual story was. We got lost in the swamps for a bit. Oh, while we were in the swamps, we fought the Displacer Beast and the Sturges, and like we're playing the hapless fucking tourists.
Yes.
You know, and if they need to corroborate, we can be like, oh, we passed like through the wall like 2 days ago over here. So like if they check that up, yeah, oh yeah, we had this like group of people come through the wall 2 days ago. It's like, and then we went and checked out this giant fucking mushroom and got attacked.
But specifically what I want to ask is where exactly are people in this exact moment? So I can write it down and next session we know exactly where we are.
Apparently, like we walking.
Thrawn is downstairs.
I think Taran and Inferno would still be in bed.
Which
from all
room did
this.
we take? Like, were we the closest to the stairs, or?
Well, Taran, unless you want to be up as well.
No, I'm still in bed.
Yeah, cool.
We've
Were we
determined
closest to the?
that Throdgar's in the bedroom still. Just because Matt wasn't here to determine whether Throdgar just walked downstairs or not.
Yeah, I mean, Throdgar probably will. I did not think I'd be able to get him out of the place in time.
Yeah. Theo.
Yeah,
Was there even enough room to
rise to be able to hear all of this early?
Was there even enough room to even summon the carriage?
No,
not inside. No. I will also add that downstairs, there were two people at the counter. There was a priestess, and there was a male soldier. Both of them. The male soldier is clad in. It's not like a full plate. It's like a kind of. It's like leather with plates of it.
Oh, okay.
Of
Yeah.
the Nemite. With a
Mm.
bow on his back. Not crossbows, but a bow. And you can see swords on his hip. And the sister or the priestess, you notice, is also wearing Nemite gloves and has like a plate on her chest as well.
Look, if
these are not equipped like the ones that you've encountered so far. They're equipped more like the ones that you saw from a distance that time.
Okay.
That you snuck past.
Yes. If like, look, the good thing is here, is they don't know what each of us is capable of. You know, they don't know who's a mage. They don't know who isn't. They don't know what our abilities are. Literally, all they know is that they're like they didn't even know if there were people here. You know, so the fact that we happen to come down, we can, if need be, take them completely by surprise. I would rather not get into a conflict here.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want that to happen at all because we would be the most wanted and most known
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that is
quite
that
easily
is
and quickly.
that is
That's
why I'm taking as much precaution as possible, because one wrong move and we become
The most wanted group of individuals aside from the terrorists / resistance.
this is
Fugitives.
where
It's the word
everybody
you're looking
is.
for.
okay.
Alrighty.
No, this is great. Yeah, if you need to know more about elven gods, I'm going to be rolling dice to see if Thrawn's mother ever talked to him about it. No,
I get to
like-
GM my own knowledge. Haha.
Well, I think that's only fair because, like, to be fair, Thrawn is like 75 years old, so
You're a
he's
half
been
elf though. Okay.
yes, yeah. So he's been around for a while. Yeah, I'm 75. And
As it feels, there's only like a 31-year difference between you and Ferno.
yeah.
Yeah, but Thrawn's half, so he like ages
I'm like
better.
I'm like a middle-aged man. The whole point is I'm supposed to look like I'm in my mid 40s, or maybe late 40s, early 50s. Hasn't gone white yet, but his hair's starting to go a little bit grey.
So,
But the idea of over the last 75 years, his mum's been kind of like a traveling doctor. So like after he was born, he just lived with his dad. So he hasn't been living with his mum for that whole time. So it's like the idea of he would have some knowledge of elven customs, but he's not like
wait, who's the
deeply
elf and the parent?
his
Your
mother.
mum?
Yeah. His dad died, bro. His dad's been dead for like 20, 30 years.
So as far as I know, my entire family is safe.
My dad tried to eat me.
As far
Aw.
as I know, Jaden.
Was your family in Tenebram?
No.
Was it in
Have-
Khan Madash? Was
Maybe.
it in Ravana? If you answered yes to any of the above, it may be
we may be
questionable.
disappointed. Yeah.
Were they in Milton?
Aaron's
If
on
so,
the live.
there's like
Yeah.
an 80% chance they're dead.
I've got a brother.
There was
in
like 5
Mil-
families in that city, and 4 of them died.
I just like the idea that I've got a brother in Melota, and he just keeps saying it's Milton.
No, but yeah, no. I'm sure you got it from Jaden being very ominous about Tenebran. Yeah, that's where Thrawn's from. Thrawn doesn't know what happened, and there is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is
Like,
no
you know.
war in Bossing. Say no.
The Jews do not
I think
exist
I
during World
explained
War
what
II.
happened in Tenebram to you, right, Harrison?
Yes,
No,
Yeah.
you haven't explained it to me.
Harrison.
No,
I mean, Theo doesn't.
That
yeah.
was medieval 9/11, where the Vorpal. Actually, ironically, Sharia wouldn't know about it. Now that I think about it,
Yep.
Actually, Jaden, I don't think I know actually what happened. Like me as a player, so perhaps I shouldn't be here for this. You said Vorpal, and I'm like,
Aaron
wait a
knows
minute, this
about it.
doesn't
That's
sound
fine.
familiar.
I
Yeah.
think I've explained it to you guys. I imagine if I said it out loud, you'd probably remember because you
All-
kept making jokes about just casually mentioning it.
Yeah, all that we know, and it hasn't really been addressed, and I know you won't metagame it, is Thrawn was casually mentioning how he like learnt the rights to be a paladin from the paladins at Tenebrand, and it's like I think Zach was like, "Oh, have any of us heard of Tenebrand?" And Jaden Verrett goes, "You've all heard about Tenebrand." Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And he's like, "Yeah, it's bad."
I still didn't know.
You don't know about fucking anything.
Yeah, Sharia and Thrawn would be the only ones in the group that don't know about it. Sharia slept through 9/11, basically.
He's an iPad baby.
I'm not an iPad baby.
You've just been
I'm a
born,
silent
bro.
generation.
Thrawn quit his job the day before 9/11 and went soul searching, and thus didn't quite catch the memo.
Oofty.
He
Yeah.
said, "Fuck technology. I'm gonna travel.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Mm.
Don't mind me."
The fuck? Why is Justin Bieber in the chat? Sorry, what? Oh, that's what you're saying you look like. Okay, right. Sorry, I was just like, it's a really weird, specific photo.
Also, is that actually Justin Bieber?
Yeah, it's
Apparently it
definitely
is, yeah.
Justin Bieber.
I didn't think he was so twinky.
That's not.
That's just him from like years ago, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Jaden, that's probably him after he's done a bunch of drugs. So
Maybe. Because
that's
I was
more
going to say,
meathead than
didn't he
twink.
go like fucking frat boy ripped?
He also
Yeah.
went to jail for it.
Yeah.
It's like a
Also,
thing
I've
where
worn
like
out
every
that-
person that goes to jail gets super massive muscles.
Yeah, that's how it
Or
always works,
atrophy.
doesn't it?
But no, I'm probably going to hop off.
No worries.
Okay.
It was a fun session.
I'll play
Yes,
some games if people want to
Very
hang around
excited
for a
for
little.
Very
Look.
curious into how you either miraculously weasel yourself out of this situation or wildly overinflate this situation into something so much worse next week. I do not know which. It is a coin flip,
Sharia will
It'll be
try
really
for peace.
and I'm here for either.
Sharia, that scares me more
Sharia?
than anything. When Sharia says we'll try for peace, that scares me.
What is peace?
When your only option has been war the entire time, and you go, "I'm peace loving now." You've done something.
The end is near.
Look, I love violence and all that, but I can understand when it's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that. The consequences outweigh.
Are you sure about that?
The consequences seem a lot more harsher now.
I mean, Sharia about to get beheaded by the drow for resistance. So I understand the consequences of my actions, but
Lawyer, where's my lawyer?
You don't
Ferno
get
didn't
fucking-
study law, unfortunately.
He studied necromancy,
He
though.
practiced law. It won't work now.
I imagine Ferno opened a law book just enough to see that necromancy was illegal and went, "That's all I need to know."
Yeah, I'm not getting myself out of that one.
What if
Ferno,
it's
like,
just sort of like, alright, necromancy isn't illegal, but for tax reasons, you gotta treat them as employees, but half.
bro,
They earn super.
sorry, what money are fucking undead spending on? What do you need?
That money that they
What
earn
is-
goes to their family that's
Also, I
still
got
alive.
distracted, so I'm going to say goodbye again. Have a good night.
Goodbye, good night, Jaden.
Alright, good night.
Just
Like, you gotta give.
imagine,
Do people want
they
to play
gotta buy their bone
Overwatch?
polish.
just
Their
just
bone
I'd be down for
polish.
that.
Carol, shut the fuck up.
Look,
I love
just
that.
look at this.
I
A
love
family
that I
could
made
rent
a
out their
fight
dead
thing.
uncle to do some work for them.
no.
Harrison,
Well, actually,
I love the fact that I made a fighting ring in Kale's campaign and got shit tons of bone polish, and I'm like, this is what all the dead people use as money. Yeah, and I'm like, Well, look, to be fair, I got a good fight.
but
That was all
like
I really
actually
cared
though, like if you want, I can argue this because yeah, it would be bone polish because the sun is not nice on bones.
So
Bro, it's
wait,
magic.
you're putting your layer of lacquer
Bro,
on
it's
top of it to
magic.
protect it from the sun?
Well, you
Lacquer,
actually have to,
it's not fucking wood, bro.
but the
But dip
sun
him in epoxy.
with extreme exposure, the sun does wear away bones, making it very like undead that have bones showing actually have to be careful of it.
You see a lich applying not moisturizer, but he's got like some UV resin that he's just like
Yeah.
pouring onto his like rib cage. He's like, fuck.
Look, he can come back as much as he wants, but he needs bones to do it.
When your skeletal girlfriend asks you to fucking apply some sunscreen on her?
Speaking of skeletal girlfriends, can I have my
Yeah, boys,
mechanical
rob my bone. What?
can I have my mechanical or non-binary toaster with balls come to Overwatch, please?
What the what?
Zenyatta.
Yes,
Oh.
Yeah,
indeed.
I
that's
was
as
like,
close as it was gonna
I was
get.
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I heard Overwatch and I didn't need to hear anything else.
No. No, you needed to hear the whole thing. What? Yeah, what? No, Maddie, don't worry.
Harrison, we need you to launch some
Maddie,
balls at
this doesn't-
people.
Maddie,
You need
this
to
doesn't
slam
concern
balls
me.
down their throats.
Hold on, I'm updating.
Okay, you took it too far. It's not funny anymore.
Updating, initializing.
Initializing. Fantastic.
Keep it humble.
Unleash
Actually-
your inner demon with Reinhardt's mythic weapon.
We'll play.
My inner demon. What?
Yeah. Yeah,
We
you
all
will.
gonna be. Who's gonna be playing some Overwatch?
I think, as in,
Alright.
no, you guys don't have to.
Should
As
we
in
try and get
Kale
rid
and
of
Harry,
Craig?
Nick. Sorry, what?
Oh, Craig,
Craig, you don't want to.
Does
Oi,
Craig
Craig.
want to?
Piss off, Goose.
you don't want to hear this, Craig.
This is gonna be a
Craig, it's
terrible
one thing.
time.
Craig, it's one thing to hear us talk about black.
Thanks for listening to Craig's Chronicles. We play for fun and record for fun, so we hope you had fun too. Please do not expect a regular upload schedule. If you are one of our employers who somehow found this, please remember that how we play a fantasy role-playing game with friends is not reflective of our professional conduct.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Nah.
Good
night.
night.
Stop.